Legions Lounge, 50 episodes, monumental. We just recorded 290, but still, keep plugging along. You'll get here someday. Just want to say a few things about your guys' show. You guys are everything we are not here at My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me podcast. You guys are regular, you're professional, you know what you're talking about, you're timely, you have a bunch of guests on that people want to see. You're everything we're not, and you are also completely boring, which we're not. So,
congratulations. Congratulations,
guys. Proud of you.
Love you.
Hang in there.
Perfect.
Oh, that was awesome. Welcome to another episode of Legions Lounge. Episode 50. Episode 50. There you go. Yeah. Where we talk all things Mythic Legions. I've done this 50 times, but I don't remember. Cosmic Legions, Figure Obscura, customs, and other Mythic-related action figures and stuff. My name is Trevor, 1/6 Shooter. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, Nate and Bill, at Corona4 and at The Dork Lair, respectively. Boys, we did it. 50 episodes, man. 50 episodes. That's pretty good, right? Yeah. Cheers. I got nothing left in this.
Cheers,
but,
guys.
Cheers. 50 more. 50
Right on.
more.
It's been glad.
Yeah, it has. We've done a lot. Nate, let's do it now. Like, you've got a little bit of a list of some things that you got a list of guests that we've had on throughout all the episodes.
I do indeed.
Everybody who's been on the show.
I hope I covered them all.
How did you
I
put
went
this
through
together?
videos and some of the write-ups I've done, sort of the recaps. The after recaps helped too,
Mhm.
but and a lot of your YouTube descriptions and stuff too. So, but I did have some favorite memories on top of that.
Cool.
If we want to roll through those at some point.
Yeah, let's do that. And thank you. Shout out to the My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me guys, man. That was awesome.
That was hilarious.
We
And
got some more
Jeremy,
things, people popping in here.
Jeremy
pretty soon,
picked the winner there.
Yeah.
Looked delicious. But yeah, I just ran through some stuff. When we talked about doing this, some things popped in my head instantly that came to mind. But then, rolling through some of the old episodes, some more stuff kind of popped up. But yeah, I can quickly roll through it. And I just want to start with our first episode. Well, first off, I want to go back to Mythic Mondays.
That's right. I was going to pull up the Mythic Mondays graphic. I forgot to do that.
That was
Mythic
fun. So that's how it started. But the official kickoff, episode 1 of Legions Lounge, was with none other than Eric Treadaway.
Yeah,
and that
What a
was
way to
a ton
start.
of fun. That was a great way to start. It had just come off the heels of the new Cosmic.
That's right.
We were talking about the unlocks and Slog's new extra head.
That's
But
right.
just anytime we can get inside the genius mind that is Eric Treadaway is a great time. And
Yeah.
the funny thing too was that I'd forgotten about this too, is at some point in the show he had signed off, he said goodbye, and we said our farewells, and you did a giveaway. You were starting to do a giveaway, and then you noticed that Eric was still there, and you brought him back on, and he stayed for another 30 minutes, which was hilarious. Yeah, so-
That's right. I forgot about that. He was just back there like, oh, hey, come on
Yep.
back on, man.
So the next one was something that popped in my head right away, but see if you guys remember this. It was episode 6. You had the brand new Krampus in hand, and our guest joined us. It was Chris Garwich, however the hell you say it. Back then we were confused then too.
Chris G.
Do you remember where he joined us from that night?
Yeah, it was his car in his garage or
I
something like
remember
that. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the car, and it was freaking freezing outside. So I thought that was funny.
Because I think his daughters were sleeping or something, so he couldn't go in the house.
Yeah,
and talk
I
really
think he's
loud,
joined
so.
us from his car, his closet, his office. It's been
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah.
Next up, episode 11 was the first time we had Emil on, and it was 3:30 in the morning his time, which we know now he does this, but back then I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, that was pretty impressive. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So
So
that was cool.
It's a long time to stay up. Yeah. I mean, we made some concessions for the Euro Legions guys. Prior to them being the Euro Legions guys, really. But yeah, Emil stayed up, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Was it
done that
3 a.m. or something like that.
since then on not only our show again, but that was so impressive. And I had a note here too that Bill was beardless on that episode.
Oh,
So following that
don't
episode
remember that.
17, we had another Four Horsemen on. That was when CB joined us. And one of the fun things we did there is, Trevor, you pulled up the original Kickstarter video way back from 2015. And we were cracking up at CB, like questioning whether he was even saying some of these names correctly.
Yeah.
Some of the figures' names.
That was great. That was a good find, man. That video was a good find.
That was really good. It was very good. Next up, I'll try and be quick, guys. But we had Felix Solis on, cradling the troll the whole time. It's hilarious.
That was so great. That was so great.
That was episode 19. Episode 23 was when we got to be part of a lot of the influencers who are introducing the AS5 Plus stuff. And we got to do the first ever Four Horsemen heads back, which was pretty cool.
That was great. That was great.
Then on episode 23, we had Nate Barch on. So hardly have to say more than that.
Nate,
they're wielding his giant Viking axe, and so talking
gave away
about
some
his
amazing
amazing
stuff
art
too.
and stuff. Yeah, it was incredible.
It was great. It was great.
And then after that, this was a great thing, which I'm assuming we're going to do this year. Maybe we'll even do it a little bit sooner. But was our Road to Legions Con 2022. We had 4 episodes.
Yeah, that'll be starting probably next week. Because,
just to get
all those guests.
Just to get everybody in this year, we're gonna have to start like in early July. So I'm not kidding, man. It's probably gonna have to start in like August at least.
I wouldn't.
I mean, every other week. Like if we get like 4 or 5 people on.
Right, because just between the 4 episodes we did, we had Late Night LeBron, Noah Pratt, Brian Burke on the first one. Then we had Steph, Melissa Somerville, Nikki, and Dennis Derby. Then the third one, we had the boys from My Wife's Gonna Kill Me. The fourth one, we did Team Wolf King, Len, Emil, and Curtis. And then the fifth one, actually, we did 5. We had Anthony Houseel of Toy Forge, and then we had the Strupp family. So that was great. Yeah, and then rolling right after that was our live at Legions Con 2022. And as my dad would say, we were in our cups. So that was a good time.
That's my favorite.
That was a lot of fun, yeah. Having a live guest studio audience.
Maybe fewer drinks, but like we have to do that again.
Absolutely. Well,
this year,
yeah, we'll talk about it because I want to do it live, but I really want to have like, and I'll go out and get the equipment that we need to each have like something, like even if we have one mic, like a couple of cameras, because I want to bring guests on, and I kind of want to do it. I'm going to talk to Jeremy about doing it like kind of like the My Wife Is Going to Kill Me guys did it as like a session. Or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just have it that night, but like actually have people come in. I think people will stream in anyway if we tell them we're doing it. We just kind of like, hey, you want to go do this? Yeah, let's go do it. Just kind of happened, but that was fun. That was
cool. That was a lot of fun. I've just got a couple more here. Episode 37. We had some guests on. One of them was Mr. Allen, who's, I believe it's his birthday today. So shout out, happy birthday.
Oh, well, we got to sing. Do we have to sing to Mr. Allen? It's your birthday.
But speaking of that, he made he had accompanying music to our top 5.
Oh, that was so
picks.
Freaking cool, man.
Hilarious.
That was really
and we had
cool,
Jonathan Hedgehog on with us that night. Travis joined us again, and Curtis.
That's
Episode 42. You already mentioned it, was our first International Legions Lounge. Was that on I think it was a Saturday afternoon or Sunday?
It's like a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, something like that. Yeah.
So we had the
accommodate the boys.
The Euro Legions podcast crew, John, Caulfield, Malcolm Kennedy, and Richard Jones. And lastly, I can't not say our 2 Pop and Swap Stars contests, 22-23, were a blast, super successful. And I loved doing those with you guys and seeing the creativity from the community. Now, I will jam through these as quickly as I can, fellas. But this is the list of guests that I did not mention yet, but that we've had on this show in the past 50 episodes. All right, here we go. Jeremy Gerard, Elliot Lee, in no particular order either. Walter Hagen, Joe Vassapolo, Eric Miller, Tom Whalen, Amber and Ryan Gonzalez, Jesse Arnold, CJ with C. Jessam, Jared, Toy Bro, Tony and Rob from the Tactics team, Luis Torres, Anthony Velez, Billy Beige, AAK Will White, Big Brute, Greg, Alexander Shaw, Eric Munoz, Everett Miller, Joe Gonzalez, David Williams, Nate Boyer, Pablo Lopez, Kevin Boots, Brad Jones, and Mike Casper.
Wow.
We've had quite the list on, guys. It's been impressive.
Yeah.
50 episodes seems like a lot, but sometimes it doesn't seem like a lot. So we've had a lot of guests on. It's been awesome.
Yeah. Speaking of the Euro Legions boys, let's take a look. They sent us a little message. Let's take a look.
Cool.
Hey guys, guess what?
What's that?
Legions Lounge is having their 50th anniversary soon. Their 50th episode. Can you believe it?
Wow.
That's another show with two bald men and a dork.
50 episodes. Good grief.
Yeah.
Hang on. Does that mean they've done more episodes than the age of? Oh no.
Oh no.
No, because two of them are definitely over 50. So,
I'd say so. Yeah. Shamefully. Yeah. Come on, guys. Get going. 60th. The 60th. Then we can really celebrate that milestone. Well, from all of us at the Euro Legions podcast, happy 50th, boys.
Congratulations, guys.
Happy 50th. Here's to the next 50, guys.
Woohoo! We're looking forward to them.
Yeah.
Two bald men and a dork. That was a good one.
Love it.
That was good. I got to give it to him. That was good.
Love those
I can't wait to
guys.
hang out with those guys. Man, it's going to be
Their
so fun.
podcast. I love their podcast.
Such a great. If you're not listening to the Euro Legions podcast, what are you doing, man? It's fantastic. It's really just a great show. We got a couple of super chats here. One from our man Kevin Boots, one of our Pop and Swap judges. $4.99. Grab a drink and enjoy the show. Hit that like before you leave. Thank you, Kevin. Always throwing that in at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, big
really
thanks,
appreciate you. And Thomas T. Belay. Cheers to 50 more and beyond. Always a great, boring time with this group. Thanks, Thomas. I mean, if you're comparing us to the wife, my wife is going to kill me, I guess you're right. I guess they were right about that, I suppose. I don't know. It's not going to be boring tonight, though, man. It's going to be great.
Funny. Thank you, Thomas.
I've been trying to, like, that's it's not the one I was cooking on, but popping through some of the people saying congratulations. Appreciate everybody. There's a ton of people. Happy birthday, Mr. Allen. Happy birthday. Seriously. I hope you're doing something fun, man.
Happy birthday.
For sure. I hope you're not doing a YouTube show, although it's a fun way to celebrate, I suppose. But congratulations, man. Thank you, everybody. So before we get started, just like Kevin said, take a second, smash that button. Helps us out, lets people know this is happening, and make sure to leave a comment after you leave, because that really helps out as well, as Bill has been pointing out to me regularly. Yeah, that definitely helps out the show, gets more people to know that it's on. Yeah, all right. So we got an awesome guest tonight. We're gonna bring our guest on. We're gonna talk a little bit about All-Star 6 with him, but we're gonna talk to him about everything that he does, and let me introduce him anyway. I want to bring our special guest. He really needs no introduction. I mean, this guy, he's an influencer. He's an enabler. He's a top tier poser and toy photographer who makes you buy all those toys that you didn't really want to buy or didn't think you wanted. YouTube personality, ambassador of H2O, and a good dude. You know him as the amazing Darais Prince. What's up, Darais? What's going on? Look at him. He's all posing. He's like this guy's not on camera all the time. What's going on, man? Good to see you.
No. First off, congrats on 50 episodes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Darais.
Behind the scenes.
We're wee babes in the YouTube space.
But credit is due here, because I don't think people understand consistency is key. And 50 episodes is a very good milestone. And forget saying 50 more. Here's the 500 more.
Right on.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! Can you imagine how old we're going to be at 500? We do this every other week, Darais. Jesus Christ!
Water will get you there.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Water. I'm drinking my water in honor of you tonight.
Yeah, but thank you for having me. It's one of those things.
Yeah,
where
man.
I didn't know if I was going to make it because I had to make deadlines. But I made it today, so I'm happy.
I hear you. I appreciate it, because I've been doing the same thing, man. I've been on a couple of shows, and I've had to, either bow out or listen, I got to cram because I've got a couple of photographic deadlines going on. I want to talk to you about that because, we got to talk. I want to do it on another show to talk about doing it professionally and stuff. But we'll talk a little bit about it tonight. What you do, but man, it is a whole other thing when you're doing this, not just as a hobby. But
we'll leave you trying to juggle all sorts of things you never thought you had to juggle.
Yeah. Well, I want to first jump into, because I do have some questions about that. But how long have you been on YouTube? Do you even remember when you started this thing?
If it's 2023, I've been on YouTube since doing videos consistently since
Mhm.
2010.
Wow.
But I joined YouTube and put my first video up ever was 2008.
Okay. Yeah, and then just kind of slowly eased into it, and then yeah.
And that
That's
was when
crazy, man.
I was videographing my friend's poetry from 2008 to 2010. I didn't put up anything for myself until 2010.
That was on your channel, or you were just doing
Yeah.
that for his channel? Oh wow.
I was doing that for both of us because he didn't have social media, but he wanted to put his work out, and I was like, you can gladly do that through me.
Now, do you still have those videos up?
I archived them, but they're still available.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, they're just unlisted because he's changed careers and now he writes for TV now. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, you've got like what 1.5K videos. I think you're coming up on 100,000 or wait a minute, is it?
Yeah.
100,000.
I'm hoping that I get there before Christmas so I can treat myself
you were saying
to 100K for a Christmas present.
That'd be nice, man. Now, do you get a plaque for 100K?
You do. You used to get 50K,
nice.
and then they took that away as soon as I reached 50K, and I got sad.
Those bastards. That's right. I remember you.
I got super sad about that. I was so sad.
I remember your post about that, or you said something about it on one of your channels or something, or one of your shows or something.
I had finally got to 50K, and then YouTube made a post the following day with discontinuing that.
Oh,
It was so hurtful. It was so hurtful.
That's surprising because that's something that would happen to me, but I won't be getting to 50K, so I won't know. 100K.
No, you'll get there. You'll get there.
No, it takes a long time. It takes a lot of consistency, and it takes a lot of content. And dude, man, like you're one of the people I watched right from the beginning, and like I didn't know how much work it was until I started doing it, and like especially when you're talking about. We do this live stuff, and I mean off the cuff, and you don't do a lot of this stuff. I mean, I know you come on live every once in a while.
I used to do lives, but
I know, I remember that. Yeah,
taking on projects. Well, one, I'll make the mistake of leaving something out that shouldn't be in the background, so I had to stop lives altogether.
Yeah, I know. You gotta set up. My thing is like all that shit is over here, like it's in front of it's behind the camera, so like this is on the other side. But you're in Manhattan. You're in an apartment in Manhattan, and like I don't even know how you have all that stuff in there to begin with.
I'm in Queens, so I got a little bit more space. Manhattan.
Oh, that's right. You got Queens, right? Yeah. Right, that's true.
I lived in Manhattan for 1 year in my early 20s when I was a doorman, and I'll never do that again.
Oh yeah. Manhattan
is a different level of chaos that I don't think people understand. Because people want you to live a certain type of lifestyle, and I can't do that.
Yeah.
I live for chaos. That's totally my life. But the kind of chaos Manhattan brings is not chaos. It's more like trying to figure out if Guts is going to murder you or not. That's what living in Manhattan is like. Yeah.
It's upkeep chaos. Although I mean, I guess depends. Like, I would go overseas and like to tell people I'm from New York or something. Like, oh, I went to England. And they're like, oh, I'd love to go to New York, but everybody tells me I'm going to get mugged, and I'm like, you're not going to get mugged, man. Like, you're fine. You're going to get mugged by a guy in an Elmo suit to take a picture with him. That's what's going to happen to you. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
If you're a tourist ever getting mugged in New York City, you must have said something really rude.
Yeah, or you're wearing something that just you stand out and your camera's around your neck, man. I mean, like, you took your wallet out
because there's no reason for anybody to do that with police literally everywhere.
Yeah, oh yeah, well that's the thing now for sure.
Yeah, crazy.
Definitely. Yeah, but I know so in terms of the toy photography, and doing it professionally, I mean, I know for me that it eats up a lot of time. Well, you do Mezco's photography, and you do some other photography, other professional stuff, and you do your videos. So I don't know how the hell you have any time to do any kind of stuff.
I only sleep for like 4 or 5 hours.
What's that?
I only sleep like 4 or 5 hours.
Damn. Yeah, well, me too. Against my will. That's my dog's fault. But I would sleep longer. But yeah, I mean, are you still excited to do something like on your own, like for fun? Or I know
Every
you
day.
don't. Yeah.
Every day. I people don't realize I fucking love this.
Yeah. Like
I really do. And it's something that even if I burn out, I'm still like going through it because it's like, oh, I'm tired and I don't want to do this, but that's not true. I want to do this. I just don't want to post it. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
I don't really like social media. I'm terrible at social media.
Yeah.
Everybody's hung out with me in person. You've been to lunch with me. You already know I'm a blast. Like
you are a blast. Yeah.
So it's one of those things where like I hate social media, but if you see me in person, you know the real me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough to get your personality across because, like you say, and like this happens to me to some degree too, not to the degree I'm sure that happens to you, but like people want to talk to you, and it's cool. I want to talk to you too, and I want to take the time when if somebody comes to me and says, "Hey, could you help me with my lighting?" or something like that, and I really want to look at it and not just throw some off the cuff bullshit at him, but like really like help this person out and see him grow. But that's one person among, maybe 6 or 7 just for me, like, like a dozen. And you probably get this every day, like at least 10, 12, 15 people every day asking you some question about a product, about, hey, can you tell me if that thing has double joints? Did you like, it's like, can you compare the color of that Iron Man to the color of the other one? Can you show me a picture of that? I'm sure that happens to you.
I'm laughing because all of these questions are questions I just got asked today. So somebody wanted a comparison between the Arctic bat and the rest of the bat.
Oh, are you serious? Oh, geez.
And I'm like, shit. I'm gonna do the video, I promise, but I gotta meet these deadlines first. I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And then it's like, but can you do it now? I'm like, I don't even know where the rest of my bats are. Like, but I promise I'll get to it. And then when you respond to them 5 days later, you just seen. Yeah. That's it. Just no thank you, no, just seen.
Yeah, but, Bill, people must do that to you too, Bill, like all the time with stuff. Like they must asking you about like comparisons and stuff when you're doing reviews and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, no matter how much you add, no matter how much you add, it's never enough for them.
Yeah.
Well, D, I was going to say too, is for the amount of videos that you've done, I at least personally, I feel like I can still tell the love and the passion and the enthusiasm in them because if you go back 2 years, 5 years, or whatever, and you watch the one you did yesterday, to me, they all have that same level of enthusiasm. Like I haven't seen it wane in any sense. So it's either real or you're a damn good actor, and I'm sure it's the former. So
there was but here's the crazy part, right? When I am like going through it, I'll tell people in the video, even when I'm sad, mad, I'm going through it. There was one time during the pandemic, I straight up told people, like, I'm depressed, y'all, so bear with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't see the point in lying about it.
No, that's real and genuine too. That's a good.
I think that's what makes you, your channel and who you are. Who you are. Like that makes it like it's different. You know what I mean? Like you can be slick, but if you're like genuine, I think that always shines through to people. Like it's
for sure.
This is the real you. And if you open up like that stuff, like not everybody wants to open up about that stuff, but if you're just like, I'm going to do this for you guys, but I'm not feeling it today. You know what I mean? Like, it's like people understand, like, if you're not at the top of your game, but you're still putting out that video, it's like, hey, this is what I mean. Like 12 years of doing that is like, I can totally understand where there's days we do this every other week. And I'm like, I always love doing it once we get into it. But there's times that I'm like, man, I would just like to sit back and like put my feet up and watch TV or something tonight, man.
I won't lie to you. My motto has been work through it. Yeah. Until you get to a point where you're enjoying it. Yeah. But if you get to a point where you can't even start, take the day. You got to take the day off.
Yeah.
If you can't even start, take the day. If you can get up and try, you can do it. But if you can't even try, take the day to recuperate. It's the least you can do for yourself.
Yep, for sure. Mythic Legions. So you're a fantasy. I know you're a fantasy. You love fantasy, like swords and sandals fantasy is I know is one of your genres anyway. Yeah. Kamen Rider. I don't know anything about Kamen Rider. Did you see the Susu Toys Kamen Rider 1/6 figures? You getting those?
I bought 2 of each.
I knew it. I know. We were talking about that on the 1/6 pack life. I'm like, I guarantee D's getting these things, man.
Absolutely.
But your sword and sandals.
Hot Toys just announced Black Sun, Kamen Rider Black Sun. So
really?
I'm gonna buy. Yeah, I'm gonna buy Black Sun. I'm gonna buy Shadow Moon. I'm gonna buy their untransformed forms. I'm gonna buy the motorcycle. I don't care what it costs me. I'm buying it.
1/6 motorcycles take up a lot of space, dude.
Yeah, no, I got the Kamen Rider 1 bike. It's just sitting in a box now.
Oh, there was a 1/6 Kamen Rider bike already?
Yeah, by Medicom.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it was expensive. But it lights up. So I was an idiot. I bought it.
There you go. But you're a big sword and sandals guy. I know that. You love fantasy stuff. So when did you like become aware of Mythic Legions, and when did you like jump into that full feat? Like, do you remember your first figure? Do you remember which wave you picked up first, or? I mean, it must
got it.
because you review things, so like you must kind of remember what you reviewed.
If I remember correctly, my first figure was actually a super rare figure that actually just got reissued, which was Sir Ignitus, and it wasn't even a complete version.
Oh yeah.
And I got it in a trade. And the person who actually put me on to Mythic Legions is actually out of Mythic Legions now. His name is Robert Hovis. Super nice guy.
I know Robert.
Hovis.
How do I know Robert?
Yeah. How do I know him?
No, how do I know him?
He used to be in the Legions group, but he used to post all the time about Legions, and I didn't know what they were. I didn't know anything. And then one day I got Sir Ignitus in the trade, and I was just like, this shit is nice. Why don't I have more of these? But I didn't have a name. I didn't know what I was getting into.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know. And then next thing I know, I forgot who it was. I can't remember who told me, but they finally told me the name. Oh, it was KJ. KJ was like, it's called Mythic Legions. And then Pharaoh Black put me onto the rest of it.
Oh yeah.
And then literally, I think like next week I bought like 30 orcs.
Orc was the first thing to draw you in.
Yeah. But I love orcs because you don't get that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, you'll get knights from other lines, you'll do your Lord of the Rings stuff, you'll like do other stuff, but it's not every day you get like an orc.
I would have thought the Skellies would have been your. I know you're like a big meatless.
I didn't know there was meatless men yet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I didn't know.
Skellies were my first one. The Keltis was my first. I ended up getting 3 Keltis in an in-stock sale. I didn't want 3 Keltis, but I hit it like 3 times because back then the site was a mess, and you just hit buttons, you smash buttons, and you went to check out as fast as you could.
I would never score in stock sales. I would just
it was hard.
Yeah, I would.
It was difficult. It was difficult.
I like
for sure. Let me take a quick break here because this is our 50th show. And I'm going to jump over to the Just Shelve It boys. I was just on their show. I was on their post-game show after the All-Star 6 wave came out, and that was a lot of fun. That was cool. And then they just had our friend Joe Gonsalves on yesterday. That was a great episode.
Nice.
Really
that was good. Yeah, both those were great.
Let me take a look at what they had to throw to us. I'm sure this is going to be all love.
50 years. Curtis, can you believe it's 50 years worth of Legions Lounge?
50 years? That's a long time.
50 years. Nope. 50 episodes. 50 episodes.
Gotcha. 50. That probably makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean,
you just see those guys, and I just feel
I
like they've been doing it, longer than I've been alive.
Well, I mean, I could see when you see Nate and Trevor, it just feels like an older show, like for old people, kind of. Yeah.
But all that said, I mean, it is one of the coolest shows, if not the coolest Legion show.
Well, not the coolest. I mean, it's definitely not as cool as like Euro Legions, but it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny too.
Well, it's not as funny as like my wife is going to kill me, but it's pretty funny. But
they do, it does make me.
They do have some guests though. They got some really.
Guests.
I mean, it's not as good as like Mike and Brad. They have really good guests on, but they do have some guests.
Yeah, and they sometimes have information, not
as much as Jeremy.
Inside information.
Yeah. Jeremy's got more information, but
50 episodes.
Yeah, they're doing a show.
Yeah, they're doing a show.
I
mean, hang in there, guys.
Yeah, I mean, kind of a jack of all trades kind of show. Master of none. But hey, stick with what works. I mean,
everybody loves a jackalope.
There you go. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah. And to my daughter. Well, I tell you what, the one thing that they're leading in, my daughter says her favorite Legion show, even after I reminded her that I have a Legion show. So, but anyway, good job, guys. You have that demographic of 17-year-old girls locked down. So keep it up.
Indeed. But in all seriousness, guys, congratulations on 50 episodes of Legions Lounge. Trevor, Nate, and Bill. It's always fun to get to hang out with you guys on the show. And here's to getting to 50 years of Legions Lounge down the road.
Absolutely. Have a good one, guys.
See ya.
I told everybody they could bust our balls. I know, but like nobody mentions you. You're as well. You're not quite as gray as we are, so that's probably why you get away with it.
I feel so young.
Bill has the
salt and
fresh
pepper going on.
grays, so it's just like salt and peppery.
Yeah, he's
They're
got
like,
the
we'll
salt
let
and pepper
Bill
cool
pass.
thing going on. That's right.
All I gotta say is my doctor says my Lanta.
50 years. Good Lord. We're not going to do this for 50 years. I'll tell you that.
Jeez, that was good.
Christ. Well,
Good
first
stuff,
of all, I
guys.
can't live that long. And second of all, like, no.
Nah, live a long
Absolutely
time.
not.
Live a long time.
Well, maybe.
Whatever's your definition of long, that works.
Yeah.
Live a good long.
That was funny. Thank you, Jesse and Curtis. Jesse and Curtis Frazetta Rules Ackerman there on from Just Shelve It. Awesome guys.
I am proud of you guys though. You have the 17-year-old demographic though. That's really tough.
Yeah, that is tough, right? That's tough to lock up. The 70-year-old female demographic too, because
you
like
got the best demographic.
we're talking about action figures here, so like
you got it good.
That's tricky.
Do all 17-year-olds love salt and pepper? I think that's what we got to aim for. Everybody salt and pepper up.
All right, you have your assignment, D. Go out and get some.
I'm gonna do just right.
Get me a flour and just like put it right
I'm
in
gonna
there.
do just right here, so that way I get my Reed Richards on. Just little portions. Little portions.
I do have 20 years of experience with teenage girls and boys as a high school teacher. So.
See,
that's true.
See, salt and pepper up, and
that's
it
true.
works.
You know how to speak their language, Bill.
Yeah.
Bill only speaks in salt and pepper now.
That's right. That's right. You want to take a look at the All-Star? Thank you. Oh, thanks, Curtis. I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys. Everybody who took the time to do some videos, man. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's fun. We got a couple more coming up too, so really appreciate everybody taking time. Again, we know what it takes to edit and put together something that's even coherent. So I appreciate everybody taking their time for this.
Yeah, that stuff is not easy. Again, congrats to all you guys who edit, because I don't know how to do any of that for real.
Are you not editing? You're editing.
No, you don't. No. I don't edit anything.
No?
I put it in the iMovie in sequential order. That's it. I don't do no editing.
You've never cut. Oh, you're cut when you're cutting the camera. You're just like cutting the camera and then picking it up.
Yeah,
like you're like sometimes your cat crawls across the set and then you're like, I'll be right back. I gotta.
No, that's literally me doing all that. I just cut it out. I don't like when Riley jumps up.
So you're not retaking and stuff like that.
No,
in other words,
I don't retake anything.
Wow.
And if anything is retaken, the only thing that ever gets retaken is the intro, and then I'll delete it and start over from scratch. So, because I literally don't know how to edit. Everybody laughs at me about that.
Well, I mean, honestly, man, you're doing something right, and like if you can get away without doing editing, like more power to you, man. Because it's a.
I just feel like I'm gonna make my computer break. I'm like one of those guys who, you ever met the guy who like, don't touch that, you'll break it? That's me when it comes to editing.
Yeah.
Every time I've ever touched the edit tool, my computer crashes, and I'm just like, nope, I'm done.
That's my wife.
See, and that's why I gave up on editing.
So like sort of like what got you into like the fantasy? Like was there like a movie or something when you were a kid, or did you play D&D at all or any of that stuff?
I played a lot of fake D&D because I
fake D&D.
So we couldn't afford everything. So what we did was we kind of made up our own game where you'd get like wooden, like you'd take brooms, like broken brooms, you turn stuff into swords.
Oh yeah, we did that.
Like knights and stuff. But that's what we did. And then when I actually got old enough, like as a teenager, to work and do my own thing, I got into D&D. Like I literally did.
Oh,
so I've always loved that stuff.
Oh, nice. Okay, I didn't know you were.
I don't think I played D&D until I was like 17. Though I was a huge dork. No offense, because I'm like no offense to the name, I mean, but I was like a whole dork. Like, yeah. I mean, I still am, but
hey, man, that's our people.
Yeah. I just started playing my parents gave me the D&D like first editions for Christmas one year, which was surprising because it was like right in the 80s satanic panic, where everybody was like, oh, burn the D&D, it's like, so my mother probably wasn't reading the papers or something, but it was just gave me that. I read it like it was the Bible, man. Like I carried that thing with me everywhere, but I didn't have anybody to play with. Like I didn't really know anybody that was like really into it. I was like a closet nerd. I was like that kid who like, had a leather jacket and hung out in the smoking area, but I really wanted to play D&D and like, like everybody else, they probably all did too, but I didn't want to ask him. But
it's funny you mentioned that because I've noticed that that's a lot of people lately. It's I want to fit in, but I also want to go home and like be under a blanket reading about orcs and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, all those people that come to find out later on were total dorks. You know what I mean? And like liked comic books and all that shit. But unless you started talking about that stuff, and you had to be cool and all that stuff. So
yeah,
whatever. But I just started playing a Star Wars D&D game on the Star Wars Time Show, and it is so much fun, man.
Really?
I'm really loving it. Yeah. There's 2 episodes up. If you want to go and watch them, go watch me butcher an Australian accent in the second episode. But I decided I'm going to do an Australian accent. It's really not too good. But funny. It's funny.
Boy.
Yeah, there you go. Coat hanger, bows and arrows for sure.
Definitely that. There was plenty of that when I was younger.
We would always steal the bows and the broom handles, man, and do make lightsabers out of them and stuff. And that's back when like your parents would be like, "Yeah, go ahead, hit yourselves with sticks. That's fine."
It's true. It's true. Right. I have a lot of marks to prove it. And splinters in my hand. Oh my God, splinters.
I was Eddie Munson. I kind of was, man. I kind of was. I was a little Eddie Munson, I gotta say.
The original Eddie Munson.
That's right. Kind of. Had long hair and all that stuff. Yeah, how cool. Yeah, stuff is uncool. It was. Yeah, everybody. I think it was. I wouldn't say.
I think nobody just communicated.
That's the thing. Well, you know, it's like high school. You never know what you can say. Like, you got to have somebody break that ice. You know what I mean? And I wasn't like going to be the kid to say, "Hey, anybody want to play D&D?" Like, everybody say, "Like, what the fuck's the matter with you?" No, fucking D&D. We're playing hacky sack all day. Come on, that's great.
I was blessed in high school to like have friends that were into that stuff, but also into like hanging out. Like we played Magic the Gathering, all the time in high school, and then we'd also be, you know, doing all the other stuff that high school kids do.
Being high school
in the forest with bonfires, you know, all that stuff. I remember plenty of times, like bonfire in the forest, huge kegger gets busted up, and we would just be like, let's go back, like school nights even. Let's just go back to my buddy Guyan's house. Go back to Guyan's house. Let's just play Magic all night, and we would just go back and, you know.
See, that's a good ending to a kegger that gets broken up, is to go play Magic or D&D.
That's the best of both worlds. I love that. I love hearing that.
That's like real life Stranger Things, man.
Yeah, I had everything was kind of separate. Like I had geek friends who I would hang out. We would talk about Star Wars and read Starlog and all that shit. And then I had the other people who were like we're gonna go see, you know, Iron Maiden or something. You know what I mean? And like that, they didn't really come together, even though they probably did cross over more than I knew. But like, I don't know, it was very strange.
Mine was definitely closer to Bill's. Like as I got older, when I was younger, not so much, but definitely like after 16, it definitely got to like that. But before that, it was like, nah, just absolutely not.
Yeah. You can worship the devil, but it's not a requirement. Hey, what's up, Jeff?
Hi, guys. Hi, Jeff.
Thanks for the $5, Jeff. I appreciate it, Jeff. Man. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Right on.
Did you guys see the new Lord of the Rings Magic the Gathering set? Yeah, Bill, did you've got some of those, right? Or
not yet.
Okay.
But it's out like in a week or two. It's going to be out. I'm waiting until I'm just going to buy singles. I decided not to buy sealed stuff to open packs, but I'm just going to buy singles. It looks okay. I don't like the names of the cards. I feel like the names of the cards are kind of weird. But the game, I mean, it looks decent.
Is that a self-contained thing, or is it meant to be played with other Magic cards?
It's actually legal in a couple formats. Yeah. So a couple legacy formats, like it's legal. It's legal in Modern, and it's legal in Commander formats.
But can you play it self-contained? Formats. Like, are there like plenty of cards like in the decks for Lord of the Rings?
Yes, actually, you can buy pre-constructed decks. So you could buy 2 pre-constructed decks and then just get started. I will say this though, it's not like a beginner-friendly game. I thought it would be more like they would tone it down a little bit, because you know there's going to be a ton of people, brand new people, playing Magic for the first time through this. It's not going to be an easy thing to pick up if it's your first time. In fact, I would recommend, if you're trying to learn Magic and if you're trying to play the Lord of the Rings Magic game, you should start with Magic the Gathering Arena. the mobile game, or like, you know, the computer game, because that's the best way to learn Magic right now, especially if you're just like on your own. But you can buy standalone decks, like pre-constructed commander decks, and learn how to play.
So if you're playing the mobile game, I don't want to talk too much Magic, but like I do want to try it out. Like I've always wanted, like I told you, I used to like just pick up the cards because I worked in a comic book store, and so I just pick up decks, and I have a ton of them. Probably nothing that's worth anything, but I never played the stupid game. It was just like D&D. Like I would just like get into these things, and like I never played it. So I'd love to play. Is it on the phone, or is it on like desktop?
Both. So you can play it on your phone. I play it mostly on my phone. It's desktop or phone. I have it on Epic Games. Is that what it is? Epic Games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
cool.
That's the only reason I have Epic Games, is because of that. I like barely play video games these days, but yeah, like just download it on your phone and create an account, do the tutorials, and you'll get going. Like you'll learn how to play. It'll take you maybe a week to learn how to play.
Is this true?
There is a one ring. Yeah. Yes, there is.
How much is that going to go for? My God.
It's offers are out there, standing offers for I think $500,000 plus.
Oh my God. Shit is insane, man. Like that's nuts. That's
completion
crazy.
is going.
Which is, and the funniest thing is, the reason I'm not buying sealed product is because this other game called Sorcery is coming out.
Oh yeah,
and
the one you've been looking at. Yeah,
actually more Magic the Gathering than anything Magic the Gathering has done in the last 15 years.
Yeah,
and it's mind blowing, and it's all completely based on like physically painted artworks that were commissioned by the creator of the game. It's going to be like a much more casual thing. It's phenomenal. If you get a chance, anybody, like go look at the cards. The art is incredible. Classics, like speaking of D&D book covers, Jeff Easley is one of the artists. Tony Suglo, who did covers. Like classic artists are involved in it. It's a killer set. It's going to be amazing.
Were you influenced by any of that stuff, D? Like Frazetta or any of the D&D, like Jeff Easley and all those D&D guys, or no?
Not those guys actually, but there's other sword and sorcery artists and non-sword and sorcery artists. So I don't know if you guys know Milo Manara.
Oh yeah.
But before he was drawing tons of women, he did sword and sorcery for like 30 years.
Oh yeah.
So it was him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
It was Charles Vess, who drew a whole entire run of Spider-Man. He actually drew an entire run of sword and sorcery stuff.
Oh yeah, Charles Vess. I think he did the cover of like the Web of Spider-Man #1. Didn't
he did a bunch of the covers and only a few interiors. But he was drawing fantasy books that I probably shouldn't have been reading back then.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So there was a bunch of that stuff that I would come across, and I would have to like hide it because I know my grandmother would not want to see me watching a barbarian cut somebody in half.
Oh yeah. Oh, even just the violence. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
She didn't
about the half-naked women.
She would not care about the half-naked women. She just only cared about violence. She's like, I know you're gonna eventually find out about that stuff, but violence is a no-no. Like she just was not having it.
That's a good grandma, right?
Good healthy view, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. She's like, eventually you'll find out. Just keep it healthy, and if you have any problems, ask your brothers. You know, but it was that kind of stuff.
It was intimidating, but so fun once I finally sat down and learned. Draft to is my favorite fellow I've touched the last couple of years. Couldn't resist. Yeah.
You didn't miss much the last couple of years. It's been kind of weak the last few years.
Everything it's all under Wizards of the Coast right now, under Hasbro, right? Like all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, Hasbro has been overproducing Magic for a couple years now, and it's just overwhelming. It's really screwing over the local game shops, and they're just really mismanaging it. I feel like they've been good stewards of Wizards of the Coast, I feel like, over the course of the decades. But the last couple of years, post-COVID, they're really struggling to like figure out what to do with it. And it's mostly, I think, because of demands from the like shareholders, because they had massive profits in 2020, and then they just couldn't keep it up as life returned.
It's funny you mentioned because part of that problem stems from the fact that they demand something and then it takes 2 years to make it and produce something and then get a collaboration, all that time, and then you can't predict the future. And that's pretty much what this weird ass market is now. Of we need to be able to predict the future instead of just thinking about right now. So I'm glad that a lot of people are taking a step back from that because shareholders are super, super greedy. So greedy. It's ridiculous.
Hey D, so you mentioned brothers. Are they into toys and stuff, or what do they think of your channel and what you do? And
well, my oldest brother always rooted for me. He helped me actually get my hands on some of my first action figures. He put me onto Kamen Rider when I was little. The rest of my siblings at first didn't give a shit, but they've come to respect it now. Like when I was first doing this, they were just like, "You're never gonna get anywhere. Stop that. Go back to your real job." And I'm like, "I never quit my job. I've been doing both." Like, how do you think I pay for these
YouTube
things?
doesn't pay that much, man.
YouTube don't pay jack shit.
Yeah,
Like, people always like, "Oh my God, you're a full-time YouTuber." Nah, this YouTube stuff is still a hobby. It does not pay any sort of livable wage.
Yeah.
Like, and I want people to understand that, like, the YouTube stuff for me is completely done out of love, because I don't get any sort of real money from it.
Yeah.
It can't even. If it's one thing if it was to like cover my toy budget or like pay half my rent, it doesn't do any of that.
Yeah, I mean, learning more and more about it, man, you got to have, I mean, you've got a lot of subscribers in the scheme of things, but of course there are people out there with millions who are like, but at that point, when you've got millions, you've got to have people supporting you. You've got to have people doing the editing for you. You've got to have people, so you're paying people now. So I still think it's like, could be a living, but I don't think they're making, bank or anything on, unless you're, I don't know, unless you can keep it real chill.
Yeah.
Just you and another person, and you've got 2 million people, subscribers or whatever. Maybe you can do it then at that point.
Well, I'll also
Patreon and stuff.
Really honest with you, like if I had got actual like 20% of the views of my subscribers, I'd probably make a livable wage.
Mm-hmm.
If I just got 20% of the actual views of my subscribers, but I don't even.
Yeah,
get
that's the other thing. Yeah, it's weird, right? It's so weird. It's like you're subscribed. I guess people just drop off of YouTube too, though. It's like it's kind of.
I mean, it's funny because people, like all these weird young people, will brag about, people always come to see me. It's like, yeah, you spend 18 hours online. Of course they'll come see you. They don't ever have to stop seeing you.
Yeah,
all the time.
There's no getting away from you.
Yeah. No, seriously. And then they're like, YouTube is like the biggest place in the world. I was like, ask anybody over 30 if they give a shit about YouTube. They don't.
Oh yeah, no, over 30, over 40, over
no. I say over 30.
No, I'm saying
because
No, I'm saying like that age group. Like when I say like I watch YouTube a lot. They're like, what the hell do you watch? And which is what I was saying like 10 years ago. Like I was just like, what the hell are you watching on YouTube? And it was back then it was kids watching people playing games, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're gonna watch somebody play a game. That's what you're gonna do. Instead of playing the game, you're gonna. But I learned.
That's why
I learned.
That's why you'll see a bunch of people will transition from toys to streaming video games, to streaming video game commentary, because that's what's lucrative. That's why I tell them all the time, this toy shit, I do it because I love it. I could stop doing this tomorrow and I'd still be happy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
No, that's also true. I do live in New York, but
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to get anything done if I lived anyplace else, because I'd have to drive 100 miles to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing
True enough. Taku Martinez says, Darais, are you planning on army building the Fury planet veteran William?
If he comes in more colors, absolutely. But I've only seen one color.
Those are cool, man. They're doing some awesome stuff, but that's like another
ridiculously good.
Like, so out of all this stuff that you even like review, most of the stuff that you review, well, how much of it is stuff that you buy for yourself and not
80% of it?
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably most of it, right?
Did you see Kai Labs soft goods for that?
I saw it before everybody else saw it, and I told him I need to.
Yeah, it's so good, man. That guy is like an incredible master.
He's a goddamn wizard is what he is.
He is. He's such a cool, sweetheart guy, too.
He's so nice.
Yeah.
His daughter's adorable.
Yeah.
She's always like sending me voice messages by accident. I'm like, this is adorable. Yeah.
Thanks,
what was my favorite Savage Crucible to review? I'm gonna be honest with you. It was Lizard Man. I'm a Lizard Man guy.
Yeah, the lizards are cool.
Like I've been, because I played a lot of Soul Calibur in my youth, so Lizard Man immediately reminds me of Lizard Man from Soul Calibur.
But that brings me to something, because those things were prototypes that you were dealing with, and like I tell these guys all the time, and they're tired of hearing about it. Like when they're looking at the pictures and they're scrutinizing like a pose or something, I'm like, dude, they don't move.
Before you even continue,
they don't move.
Before you even continue, I want to let everyone know, if you know a friend that works in product photography cut them some fucking slack and shut the fuck up.
Okay. I wasn't going to say it, but I'm glad you did.
No, I'm going to say it for you.
Thank you.
So if you don't know, shut up. Shut up. Because you don't know what it's like.
Yeah,
you don't have to take pictures of something that can't move, and you got to make it look good. You got to how to paint scrape. You got to find a way to make it look good and people to like it, all while you are frustrated out of your mind because it falls over because you put light on it.
Yeah. How many times you got to glue a piece and wait like a half an hour for it to dry to put it back on the table? Like I'm just about done, and this motherfucker falls over and breaks, and I'm like, God damn it, I'm another hour away from finishing this thing.
I'll be punching air some nights, man. we
got to have a whole show on that, man.
There was a particular figure that I worked on, which was probably the most frustrating thing I've worked on ever in my life, was trying to make the crew set for Mezco look good. And it looked good on its own, but they were in pieces.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So imagine trying to glue something with his clothes on top of it. So I had to have my wife unsew it so I can glue it and then sew it back up.
Jeez.
I got a line that I had to put clothes on the thing it's a paint master, and it was already glued together. So I had to take it apart, crack it to put the clothes on it to put it back together.
I understand your struggle, bro. I understand.
Yeah, I know you do. I know. Nobody else cares about any of this stuff. So they're like, yeah, all right, shut up, you two. But,
yeah, I know, right? Let's change subject because they don't want to hear us.
We're gonna hire Curtis.
We're gonna have
hire Curtis Ackerman to help you with putting clothes on your figures. He loves doing that.
He loves dolls. Yeah,
he loves dolls. He loves clothes. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, he's like a soft goods guy.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, Pablo does the plunderlings too, so he's doing all that stuff now, which is fun.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's why I'm like, if you know somebody that does product photography, cut them slack, buy them a slice of pizza or a coffee or a cranberry juice, something.
Yeah, before I started doing it, like when I would see people talk about the Hasbro shots and stuff like that, and now that Matt Cohen's there, like he's doing, I know there's other people there doing great stuff, but you'd see those on black shots, and sometimes they'd have a weird pose. And I even I went to Mezco like a long time ago, even before you were there, and like they showed me some of the prototypes, and like it's tack and those figures, like, and they want like the kind of stuff that you do. They want dynamic stuff, man. It's like dude,
I'm just crazy. That's my problem. I'm crazy for taking that on. I'm crazy.
I know.
But even with the Hasbro stuff, I've been in the comment section where I'm telling people like, if you don't do product photography, leave these people alone. Oh, this pose looks terrible. I'm like, yes, but what do you
don't know what they had to deal with exactly.
Yeah.
Like it could not move at all. Yeah, exactly.
There's also the legality part that I don't think people understand. There is, when you work on IPs, like other people's IP, like not even G.I. Joe. Let's say you're doing a Marvel Legend. There are certain prerequisites you have to take in consideration for both Disney, Marvel, and Hasbro. That's three people above you now. That people don't understand.
That's true.
Like, well, why didn't you do this? I'm like, maybe I couldn't.
Yeah. They will tell you parameters as to what you can and can't do. Like you can't have this thing holding a gun. You can't have it you can't have any blood in there. You can't, you know, it's Wolverine. You can't have him slicing somebody's head off. You know what I mean? Like you can't do that kind of
weapons. You can't put anyone's life in danger.
Right. These are toys for kids that people don't understand. Like it's like, I know you're 40 and you're cool with it, but
that's a new one.
Interesting. And he goes suicide.
Because someone, I won't say who, but somebody's child somewhere decided to do that, and I'm just like, really?
Yeah,
so, that's the other problem. All it has to do is happen for one company, and then everybody else follows suit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why we can't get missiles shooting out of the back of figures anymore because back in
somebody ruined it.
Back in the 80s, somebody swallowed a Boba Fett thing, and that was the end of that.
That Boba Fett kid, I hope he's out somewhere not swallowing things properly.
Hopefully he's still with us.
He's like that guy. He's like that Cubs fan who like caught that ball. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Everyone hates him because of that. Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
You ruined it for everyone.
You ruined it for everyone.
That's hilarious.
I never want to be that guy. And that's always why I'm like, yo, cut people slack, bro. Cut people slack.
Food photography is difficult too. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a.
It's not fun.
Oh, food photography is. I'll never do that.
I'm gonna do. I'm working on like doing a show about AI, and I want to have you on to talk about it. I don't know if you've messed with any
About
of that
AI?
stuff. We don't have to talk about it now. Yeah,
You mean
AI and
artificial
photography.
intelligence?
Yeah, you played with any of that?
I'm not a fan. I don't do that.
No, me neither. I'm not a fan either. But like, you can't deny it's there, and like that's what I kind of want to talk about. So.
Oh no, I can deny
Anyway.
it.
Well, you're not gonna be able to. I'm telling you.
That's
It's
the whole
crazy.
problem is my work has been stolen and used already. So I'm
For
gonna
what
deny
we
it.
do, we're pretty good because the whole point is that people want the real thing photographed, which is the both the problem and the good thing. They don't want
See-
like unfortunately they don't want like what Super 7 does, which is show you like a digital version of it. Everybody wants to see the actual product, painted up
But,
and
but we're not
you know.
good when somebody puts your photos in as one of those things as a prompt, and that is stealing your entire style.
oh yeah.
And
well,
and they probably don't even have to put it in. They probably it's gonna like scour the internet anyways, and it's gonna
Yeah,
find
pull up my stuff.
that subject matter, and it's gonna take it.
Mhm.
Yeah, there is some things that I've learned, but like it does. I mean, it is learning off other things, which as humans we do the same thing, but we don't have the capacity to do it as quickly or as
And
thoroughly.
really
yeah.
cite our sources
I
when
think we'll
Sometimes
always.
some
I
people
think
do.
we'll always
Some
have a
people do.
job. I just think what
Ethically.
happens is people are going to use it to cut corners. In the long run, they'll just use it to cut
Oh, yeah.
corners.
Oh yeah, this is a whole big discussion. I don't want to get into it, but like, yeah, for sure, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna.
It's
we'll have-
okay.
we'll have
My
discussion.
non-editing ass is safe. They want somebody that can't edit.
That's true. That's true. Well, maybe you'll have AI that can edit your videos for you. Down the
Nah,
line.
fuck
You
that.
have to
Fuck
worry
that
about
AI.
that. Curtis Ackerman, don't have
make my videos
damn.
look like D-Amazings. I shouldn't say that into the internet.
Oh, somebody's gonna steal your voice now, Bill.
That's right.
They say I sound like Jonah
Be like-
Hill, so I already stole his voice
like-
apparently.
Oh
Drink
my
your
God, I
water.
can't unhear that now.
Don't forget to drink your water.
I can't unhear
Yes,
that now,
Curtis.
but I don't think it's Jonah Hill. I don't think so. But now
Don't have
I can see the
figures.
similarities though.
You ever do this? This is what this is the joke that got me in trouble with the swig figure. I had a little bottle that I got from like a Marshalls or something that looked like a
Yeah.
little bottle of liquid, and everybody's like, "It doesn't
Like a
come with the
potion?
bottle of liquid." I'm like, "No, it doesn't come with a lot of liquid."
So I've stopped doing that.
You gotta be
where I
careful with
include
that stuff,
My
yeah.
own things because
Well, you can't usually, and I know that, but like I did it just because like he
it
was
looks
a
cool.
chemist, and
Yeah.
like I was kind of like, oh, let's show him being a chemist or whatever he is there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you learn, man. You learn things
we learn it the hard way. We have to.
about how
Yeah.
picky. Yeah, exactly. Let's take a quick look. We're gonna take a look at All-Star 6 really quick. We're not gonna do like a thorough overview of this. We'll just pick some stuff out. We don't need to go over the reissues or anything like that because we've done this. Bill has done it. It was a while back, but I just want to get like everybody's reaction here to these things because I haven't heard Nate's thoughts about them or Dee's thoughts about them. So, what do we think of Barodoc?
Oh, it's Barodoc. Okay. So
Barodoc. I'm not even.
I thought it was Dodge, but
While you guys get started on this, I'm gonna go grab a beer real quick.
You
Go
got
for it. So, is he a giant meatless man, or is he a
don't
demon
know.
meatless man?
We don't know. He is a son of Necronominus, but
Oh,
he's
he's a
also the
meatless man.
sister. He's the
Twin.
sister of Belualith, who is like
Twin.
a zombie twin. Yeah, or the brother of. Well, we don't know actually.
Oh, so he's like, so he could be
We
either
don't
a
know if it's a
meatless
he.
man or a zombie. Oh,
Is it
this
he?
it? We'll go with it.
Well,
That's
wait a
safe.
minute. Hang on a second. The youngest of Necronomicus, the twins are always with Barodoc. Yeah, we don't. Oh, his father. It doesn't say
Oh.
his father.
Oh.
Okay, so it's
Okay. So it's a he. Okay.
okay.
But yeah.
But Belualith is more of a zombie. She hasn't quite rotted yet to a skeleton, I guess. So
Maybe she
could
likes
be.
skin.
Maybe she does
Maybe
like
she might
skin.
have
Skin
that
is in. So
Yeah.
maybe,
Skin to
Like, you
win.
guys want to be meatless
Skin to
people? I
win.
want to be a meatful patient,
Yeah.
Or maybe she likes
I-
stealing other people's skin. We never know. We never know.
You
Except
put
the
the
nose.
lotion in the
She doesn't like the
basket.
nose. Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
Right, exactly.
But I like the brute scale. Like,
Yeah, me too.
I like it a lot. And I think I'm in trouble because I really like the way this looks.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
So
imagine two of these being like two tower guards.
Mm.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
it would be so good. I would
Yeah.
love this.
Yeah. I'm putting this up against Greg's brute scale figure
for sure.
Immediately when I get him, but he's like a heavy metal cover, man. He's like something out of like the 70s, man. This would been
like when he chest bump you and you feel it literally because it hurts.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, you're dead.
Oh, there's an eye on the belt.
Yeah, there's an eye on the belt. There's a little skull
details,
here.
man.
I didn't get a chance to see any of this, man.
Incredible.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've been so busy.
Yeah. So this is one D like that. Like he fell over once, and my entire I just like almost crap myself because all these little horns and stuff. I was like, oh my god, no. Luckily, somehow nothing broke. Nothing.
Wow.
Broke.
Yeah, the stuff on the back too. That's crazy.
My advice: whenever you do anything pointy or that could break, I usually lay this out. I lay out some of this.
Oh yeah, that's why he didn't break. That's why he didn't break. Believe me, it's like an insane asylum cell around these things, man. I just don't. Yeah, they're never standing up on their own. If I leave them alone, I'm like I brace them with like heavy pieces of block or something like that, so that I can leave the room and not move them. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so he comes with the stone arch, right? Does he come with that stone arch?
Yeah, he comes with the stone arch. The trees are included. The cemetery. Yeah, everything you see here is absolutely part of the.
Trevor, I do need you to tell me where you're getting your tiny trees from because I'm jealous and I would like some trees.
Well, this tree in the back here is the headless horseman, that creepy headless horseman base thing. But these in the back are all digital, so that's just a digital backdrop.
See,
Yeah,
no, I'm a tangible guy only because I don't know how to edit. I gotta say it because everybody thinks everybody.
Well, you could do a digital background. You don't have to edit though. Like if you can.
What you mean, like a big
TV
screen?
Yeah, I got a 60-inch TV screen. Yeah. So,
but I don't want to move my TV. That's so much work.
I know I tell people that and they're like, well, yeah, but my family's watching it, so I can't really do anything. Like, I gotta wait till they go to bed or get up early, man. Like, what are you gonna do? You know.
No, I don't want to move my TV because my blind cat knows exactly where it is. That's how he traces all the sounds.
Yeah.
So with him, I try not to move stuff. Anything I set down, I leave it there.
My dog is blind. Like you have to leave things where they are, man. You can't really move stuff.
Any small thing is like, why'd you put this there?
Yeah.
Why are you blocking my way?
Especially a cat. Cat'll like fuck you up. Like, you son of a bitch, man. What'd you do?
Well, mine just turns around. He just be like, well, and then he meows until he gets what he wants. He's like,
you gotta make it. You gotta make it up to him after that.
Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit about Deacon. I don't want to really get into the stuff that's gone down with this. It was ridiculous. I think it looks great.
I like that armor.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I pointed out.
Armor.
Yeah, when I was actually talking to Jeremy, like I pulled a picture from the internet. It was like one of the first things I found, and it had the armor on top of it. And luckily, they had already been making this armor ready, I guess, for another release or something, or testing it out or whatever. Yeah. And this is accurate. Like people were saying, oh no, if it has the tack on it, it shouldn't. But they did. Like they used the armor because if you're going into battle, this is especially like a jousting look.
That's the jousting
because. Yeah, because their head is forward, going at a sharp spear, but their sides aren't really vulnerable. So, I think it looks cool, man. I can't wait to
this is cool. Is it painted?
Yeah, they painted it up.
I love this colorway.
Yeah, me too. It matches the knight's look really well.
Sir Enoch. Sir Hadriana. I really like the look.
Yeah.
Are they going to send it back to you to do more photos or
Yeah, we're going to replace the photos eventually. Yeah.
Nice.
Sir
now,
Andrew.
Listen, this one I did see. Now listen here. I'm going to need 5 of these. Because if there's one thing I love, it's pyromancers. One of my favorite classes.
Oh, cool.
This is what I'm stocking up on too.
Yeah, they destroy meatless men.
Yep. Everything about this is awesome.
Just these soft goods. Let me tell you, man. I mean, I know the photos don't do it justice, but like the layering on this thing is crazy.
CJ's
like I keep telling people, he and Keithlin are amazing, and I think these guys are amazing for getting this done and selling this figure for $37.
Yeah.
All this stuff on it, it blows my mind.
I think it's one of those things where it works out well when it's your own IP, and I tell people that all the time. Owning your IP makes a big difference.
Absolutely. I think that's why the G.I. Joe stuff is a little bit there's a little more to that, a little more substantial with Hasbro
Yeah,
because
you
they
get
own the
more
IP
oomph
over
in
like
it,
Black
yeah.
Series or exactly.
Oh, because man, I can't even begin to tell you about Lucasfilm.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard.
Yeah,
I've heard.
but yeah. See, there he is. That's the good stuff
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. Everybody loves this. Everybody loves that flame.
Mm-hmm.
Looks great.
Can't wait
Colors
to
are
shoot
really
this.
cool
Wait,
in
so
this
he
guy.
has open hands too.
Oh yeah, look, dude, he's got a bunch of hands. Hang on, that's the look
That's
without
regular
all
night
the
look. That's cool,
accoutrements.
see? Yeah.
Yep,
I'm
you
gonna
can
need
get that
5
out of
this.
it. And
That's
yeah,
such a
he's got all
classic
these
night
hands,
look.
man. He's got all these hands. Fists,
Yeah.
open hands, gripping hands. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
This
Look
is-
at all that
this is
stuff.
definitely-
Plus the soft goods. Like you said,
Plus the soft
37
goods,
bucks. Insane.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
gonna-
what I'm stocking up on as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna need so
Yeah.
many of this.
Yeah, I think people are gonna like this one, and I think it's a good
Yeah.
one to have a
Big
bunch
shout
of.
out to Joe Vespolo too for creating this, and the backstory is amazing.
Hell yeah, everybody loves that backstory that he came up with too,
It's
man.
so
It's
good.
really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm here
check
for
it out
this.
if you haven't yet.
So
Really
this
good.
is a
Mhm.
character named after his son,
Andrew.
and this
yep.
character accidentally killed his parents.
Right.
Yeah, nothing like setting that up for yourself.
Why is he doing a self-fulfilling prophecy?
Exactly.
Why?
Exactly. Because like that's one of the things you think about, like when if you're ever in a situation where like you're driving or something and you think, oh god, there's this truck with like logs coming out, and you can just see the story unfolding, right? Like in the paper, like logs kill man, and you follow and like
Final
I can see it.
Destination.
I could see it happening. Like
I'm
and
scarred
when you're
for
thinking
life
in your
by
mind,
Final
you're like, oh, I don't want to manifest this, and like he's manifesting the fact that his son's gonna kill him.
I don't know.
That's
I just told my kids don't play with fire, and he has to go and make this incredible figure with amazing backstory, and like.
And what's even crazier is like if the story, which I hope never comes true, is like there's a toy to prove it, and you're just sitting here like, well, how am I going to disprove this?
Yeah. Your
Yeah,
Honor,
really.
I'd like to exhibit Exhibit A.
Exhibit A,
Andrew.
Sir Andrew.
Imagine that happening in court, and you're just sitting here like, we all saw it coming, but how did he see it coming?
Just think of all the torture this figure has caused his child throughout his teenage years or something.
Look, Joe, I'm not scared. Yo, I'm scared for you. I'm scared for you.
Yeah, I am now.
I'm scared for
Joe,
you.
don't only drink your water, have buckets on hand.
Joe, listen, Joe, I'm gonna make you a hydration night to keep you safe. It's like a war.
There you go.
Right
The
on.
hydration night. Like
anything going in the chat here, guys, that you pulled up? I haven't seen. I was over on the other page here. Horse pack would be cool. Yeah, we were talking about that on the
tack pack.
Ooh.
The after show, like a tack pack with some pieces of armor or something like that would be cool.
Yeah, different saddles, different.
Yeah,
Well,
it
I
is
think
hard
it
to-
came up like you could put a white unicorn head in a horse pack,
Yeah.
and then just you could put that head right on Bishop.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be amazing.
Well, what for horses though? Like, would I guess swapping out hair would be cool, like hair and tails, so you can get different color combinations.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because you can swap out the tails too, for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Do
you
you
can
feel the
technically swap out the legs too. So like, if you want like a two-tone horse,
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah.
Well, some have
I
that,
know.
the longer fur on the very bottom of their legs there that
That's
switches
true.
up the look
Put
too.
us along the top.
The headless horseman one has that.
Cut off.
That horse has a little bit of extra. Yeah.
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 And the new
Do you feel
Valiant,
the chest looks too fit next to the old style 1.0? Usually they use this new one to put some stuff in. Well, that's what they made it for, but and it's got a little more. It can come around a little bit more, so you can get an easy two-hand grip. Because I used to be able to get two-handed grips out of most of these guys. The 2.0s were easier than the 1.0s, but you could still make it happen to some degree, depending on the figure, of course.
It's how you rotate the arms, really. With that new smaller chest, you get it a little easier. But it's all about how you rotate the arms.
Yeah, and I don't think it looks weird. I mean,
and I think if there will be situations where maybe the waist looks too thin, but you can, like this right here with the belts and the straps and stuff, especially with the pack that come in this wave, like you can totally bulk it up a little bit
Yeah.
You know, if you're feeling like it's a little too, I can see what you're saying. Like down narrow at the waist, it can be kind of narrow because it's, you know, it's just a smaller torso.
But I think they took this quick. I didn't take this picture. I think, and I could tell that they were having problems with the arms because the arms are like kind of in a little bit, and he doesn't hold up the shield and stuff. But he doesn't have the pauldrons on. I mean, you don't have to have the big giant pauldrons either. You could get, you know, some pauldrons from another figure and put those on, maybe some gold ones or something.
Totally.
That's going to help to like cover up a little bit of that, you know.
They showed
I still think it looks good.
I'm sorry.
I know it has green, but they showed what's his name? Kratos's armor next to this character, and it's pretty close. You could probably put those on there if you're okay with having a little green.
Yes, that's a good call. Yeah, for sure.
I was just about to say for Sir Andrew, even with like the torso the way it is, I think it's still historically a little bit more accurate because you needed the room for movement in there.
Yeah,
especially with that.
It probably is more lifelike. Yep.
Yeah,
for sure. I agree with that. Yep.
Yeah.
What's up, Tom? Tom's on here. Accessory packs in general, always a welcome add. I love the head packs. Yeah, it's great. The head pack in this is great. We'll get to that, but goods packed would be cool. Yeah, I mean, people have been talking about like you know, just like little like prop pieces and stuff like that. I don't know if that's something they want to get into, but it'd be kind of cool. I don't know if that's.
It wasn't so long ago where a belts pack was kind of like, oh, that's it
was a pipe dream,
type thing.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah.
There's your new character.
Got 138 people in here. Hey,
nice.
Stick around. I forgot about this. We're gonna do this. Okay. We're giving away. Hang on. Giving away a 2-pack.
Whoa.
Attila and Gorgo tonight. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna open this up in about 5 minutes. Maybe we'll take a break now. Let's take a break right now. I'm gonna get this going so that we can get some. Gotta open up my StreamYard. I never remember to do this. Real professional.
I am TJ Williams says I had to pick up Thrasis. That's a fantastic beard, and that's my favorite. I'm not gonna army build him the way I'm gonna army build Andrew, but like that is my favorite figure of the wave.
Yeah,
he's
here, Bill.
And I don't know if I should buy 3 or 7. Like, so I understand completely.
Yes.
My thing is lately is that I can't pre-order stuff the way I would like to because there's just so much stuff coming in. So
it's crazy, man.
It's getting real tough.
Yep.
But so what I do is now I try to get at least one all in and then get a bunch of other pre-orders later.
Yeah.
So that way I at least have everything. But it's tough. It's really tough.
Did you get to ToyCon New Jersey yesterday or no?
No. I was working on my deadlines.
Oh,
But I was just gonna say, at least you're located in a place where you can get to some local shows, D, and pick up some stuff fairly easy at a decent price.
It's why I wanted to go. I wanted to get some more army builders, but then like everybody was texting me and I didn't even reply because I needed to focus on what I was doing. And that's been my problem lately. It's literally trying to get the work done so I can get other stuff later. So I've been playing catch up on a bunch of stuff, mostly Legions. Right. I missed out on Cosmic Legion Wave 1, Wave 2. I'm going to miss out on this new wave. I missed out on Poxus. I missed out on Necronomicon. And I'm just like, Necronomicus, sorry. And I'm just sitting here like, well, I'm going to pay for this later. You know?
Yeah. Luckily, hopefully, Cosmic will be at Legions Con for sure. So you'll be able to pick those up at a pretty good price, I would think, if you can hold off that long. The 50 that people are seeing. I know, you can't.
It's Cosmic Sword and Sorcery. Like,
I know.
Like, no.
So what you're seeing in here, #50, we're giving away this. We'll probably do this in a few minutes. We'll just let people put some hashtags in there. Now, if you are outside of the continental U.S., going to have to help me a little bit with the shipping. I'm going to pay like the shipping that I would to like a California or something like that. But anything over and above that, going to need a little help. So if you are overseas and you don't feel like doing that, then don't.
And if you're overseas, consider shipping loose because it'll cut down on that.
If you want to. If you don't want the box, I could ship them loose to you. It'll cut down a little bit, and maybe I can pay for that myself. But you got to have the box, though. I think
I'll pay the shipping, dog.
No, you're not paying the shipping.
I ship things all the time. It's okay. I'll pay the shipping. If somebody international, I'll pay the shipping.
With the Monkey King hitting very, very soon.
Yeah.
It's a nice match with the cloth goods for that.
Oh, yeah.
For that Gorgo body.
Thank you for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about it, D. I mean, that's up to you, man. Like, if you want to do it, that's fine.
No, because I don't want people to miss out because they're international.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I try. When we're doing the giveaways, it's kind of like usually it'll cover it. You know what I mean? But a bigger box like this, it could be a little expensive. So
it depends. Like if you're shipping to like Indonesia or China, it's gonna be, if you want priority shipping, it's gonna be anywhere between $48 to $69.
Yeah, and I don't want to send it just cheap ass, international. It might get to you in like 3-4 months or something like that. So you don't want to do that.
But I'm used to shipping, so I'll help you with that. Don't worry.
Oh man, that's awesome. Okay, well there you go.
Yeah, it's your 50th show.
Okay, all right.
Did you have more vids to share, Trevor?
I do. While we're doing this, let's jump over to one more video. How about we go to the Saturday Day Live boys?
Ooh,
nice. Saw Jonathan and Ryan yesterday.
Cool.
All right, guys. The numbers came in, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not good. Legions Lounge is killing us in the ratings. We need to spice up our show. We need some fresh, new ideas for the show, guys. What do you got for me? How about you, Ryan? You go first.
So I was thinking that we could have a perfectly choreographed dance routine to Beyonce's Single Ladies, showing a lot of leg, or if you don't like that, maybe a Speedo car wash, showing a little more skin. It's risque. We could get canceled, but I think it's worth the risk.
Great, Ryan. Great ideas. Very, very reasonable ideas that we will definitely do very soon. I can't believe we haven't thought of doing that before. Excellent. That's exactly what I'm talking about. How about you, Eric? Do you have any good ideas for us to spice up the show?
Well, I'll tell you, from the customizing standpoint, I think we're going to have to take it to the next level. And with Cosmic coming up, I'm thinking a good bash between Cosmic and something that goes with Mythic. And I'm thinking maybe some like Gundam style Cosmic Mythic bashes. What do you guys think?
Excellent. Another great idea, and that is definitely a thing that someone should do for sure. People will definitely like that. Guys, all right, it's almost 3 o'clock now. It's time to go live. Let's put all the ideas in. We're going to do them right now.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, guys.
Congrats, dudes.
Could not happen to 3 nicer guys. Trevor, Bill, Nate. We love your show. We watch every 2 weeks when you're on. You guys are awesome. Congratulations on 50 episodes, and here's to many, many more.
Oh no. Did I delete our car wash video? Man, we got arrested and everything.
Funny.
That was awesome. Thank you,
Nice.
Jonathan, Ryan.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, guys. Indeed, just
And,
like you're
Eric,
offering to pitch
thank
in
you, man.
for international shipping, I'm going to offer to pay those guys to not ever be in Speedos.
Yeah, amen. I will pitch in on that one too. For
Is
sure.
that a one-time or a monthly fee?
Whatever it takes, man.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
I'm laughing because I'm like, this is an easy way to extort people. This is so terrible. It's like, I'll pay to never see that again. Will you a monthly subscription of $7? Sure.
That's
Why
right.
not?
Right. It's reasonable.
That's an entire YouTube channel right there. Just
First of
pay
all,
me
that's
not to
exactly
ever
how
do
you-
this.
Exactly. That's
Right.
exactly how you save peace. It's like,
That's right.
how can we do this?
That's,
Give this guy $7 a month.
Exactly.
It's like the new de-influencers trend that's coming out now.
Right.
Don't buy these things. That's a new
Exactly.
thing.
I would love to do a parody video like that, but I feel like people would actually take me seriously, so I wouldn't do that.
Mm. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you don't need that. You don't need that.
Mm-mm.
We got 98 entries so far. There's 135 people in here. Please hit that like. Just take a second and just hit that like, because that's a pretty good number. I think we had like 150 in here earlier. And then
And
you
remember
give
to
something
put a-
away and
put a
people leave.
comment.
I don't know. I don't understand that. Yes, and leave a
it's the
comment
timing.
after the show. Just great show. Shut up about your prototype photography. I don't care. You're a big baby. whatever you want to say, man. Just like leave
Hashtag no
something fun.
Speedos.
Hashtag no Speedos is good.
Hashtag
sure.
some Speedos. Hashtag some Speedos. It depends on where you go on vacation at.
There you go. Oh, and Jonathan not only doing a video but throwing in a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, man.
Car wash
Look,
cut.
he's paid you to make sure he doesn't do it.
Release the car wash cut.
Good stuff,
Hey,
Jonathan.
make sure he doesn't do it.
That's gonna last. That's
Thank you,
gonna last,
guys.
for sure.
That's fun.
Do not comment Frazetta is overrated because you will get taken down immediately.
Who needs to get banned for that?
That's Curtis. It's a running joke. I'll give him that.
I know.
Although it's
one
not
of
a
our-
joke for
our
him, but
patrons.
like whatever. Yeah.
Does he not like Frazetta? Oh no.
D, don't get me started, man. I don't. Yeah. It's,
I retract my statement. I retract it. I've heard the sigh.
Curtis is a career naysayer.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't like Andor and he doesn't like Frazetta, and he thinks that The Last Crusade is the only good Indiana Jones movie. So you take a conclusion from there as to.
But ain't this the same guy who liked dressage? So you know.
Well, that was a joke too.
Yeah.
He's duality of man.
He caved to the story is that he caved to the dolls. He used to hate anything with
hated cloth goods, and now he loves
now
them.
this right here is, I believe, his favorite figure of the wave, and this is like all
He's
cloth.
such a he's a temple.
Rob Zamora, man,
Rob,
dude, always coming through, man. Jesus,
Big time.
you're awesome. Happy 50th episodes, Legion Lounge crew. Nothing but love for the LL crew. Hope this helps with shipping. Thank you, man. Appreciate
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Shout out
So
to Rob.
we're gonna take care of shipping one way or the other. Like that's
Thanks,
great.
Rob.
Thank you very much, Rob. Appreciate it, man. He's always supporting us. He's awesome. All right, yeah, Sir Enoch. This seemed to be the hit of the show. I got to move us down to the bottom now. We're always like in the way,
I'd say
no
it's
matter where
the
we are.
biggest
Oops, that's
value.
not what I want. I want that.
Best
There we
value.
go.
Now, is he
Oh
a
my
$37
God.
figure or
He's a
or more?
$37 figure, man. $37 bucks.
Now, here's my question, right? Here's my question. Actually, not even a question. This is a statement. If you complain about this figure, I will fight you personally.
Yeah,
I'll fight
I
you
mean,
personally.
come on? What is there to complain about?
I'll cut
I
you.
mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's
the
nuts.
paint on this is nuts. I mean, like, you can see some of it here, but they take the. I'm not taking the, like, people are always asking, can you show me what's underneath the cloth goods? And I get it. I know, I understand what you want, but I am not taking off the cloth. You got to understand, I'm not taking off the clothing because it's a nightmare. So I let them do that back at the studio, and they take it off and they show everybody on Jeremy's show.
Yeah, they showed the torso. It's a solid white. There's a little bit of red trim. So that torso has the like curved this way, and there's a little bit of red trim, but otherwise it's a solid white and a glossy solid white for that torso.
Dave Orkin, thank you, man, for the $5 bomb. 152 days until Legion's Con 2023. Yeah, man, got to get you on.
I'm here for this dress.
One thing I wanted to mention about the Legion's Con Road to Legion's Con thing, one of the coolest things about that is getting to like see faces of a lot of different people over the course of like building up to it, and then you recognize them in person at the show. Like that is a very like utilitarian like awesome thing that happens with that.
Not only recognize their faces, but recognize what they're bringing. So you're gonna see their table, you're gonna see their stuff. Yeah.
And that is the thing when you're going there. I mean, we don't have to belabor it too much, but like having a plan. Like I think more people after last year are going to be doing I'm going to the customizers tables that I want to go to first before I get in line for 2 hours. It shouldn't be as bad this year.
Everybody was looking at me like, why are you going to customizers first? Because I'm gonna get everything I want.
Yeah, and it's smart, man. That was the smart thing to do because people came around like, oh, you had the thing, I saw it last night, and now it's gone. Yeah, it's gone because you were in line.
I had everything I wanted in the first half an hour. The first half an hour, I had everything I wanted.
That's what I'm doing too, man. I missed out on some great stuff because
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'll come back around. And no, there's stuff that just is not going to be there when you come back around. But I'm sorry.
My only thing that makes me ever sad about Legion's Con is the non-separation of the line, which got fixed towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
Whereas these guys with carts, and no offense to them, but they take a long time getting everything they want.
Yeah.
Holding up the line.
Yeah.
Where it could just be moving like streamlined well.
Yeah. Like, I think there's going to be a lot of things this year that are going to make that a lot faster. First of all, they are separating like they did at the end, the exclusives from the Legions. And I think that they're going to break that up maybe into even a couple of lines.
I'm about to say, my suggestion is after doing conventions for 15 years, my suggestion is you have 3 lines. There should be 2 normal release lines and the exclusive line. The exclusive line is going to move quickly because, for all we know, it's just one item right now, right?
Yeah.
And then you have your 2 normal lines. So when you have your guys with your cards, they'll be on one line, taking up that part of the line. Then you have the more streamlined 10 items or less line where everything moves faster. That way, everything is streamlined very easily. After doing conventions for so long, that's the easiest thing you can do.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll split the normal lines up between Mythic and Cosmic.
That's another way you can do it too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad that, I mean, they could do this. It's the part of the fun of it. And again, I don't want to go too much into this, but like part of the fun of it is like there's some rare stuff out there, or fairly rare stuff out there every once in a while. So being the person that gets up there, and now they just opened a box and there's a, you know, it's not Sir Balgard, but
that's always what it is.
Shits and giggles, you know what I mean? That's what it is.
Yeah.
But if you didn't do that, you could actually give everybody an order form, you know what I mean, and have it ready and start picking and packing stuff, you know, as you get up there. But record, people are going to be like, they're going to be like, hey, you know what? When you're up there, I did it yesterday. Like we were there, or I did it Saturday. I wasn't going to buy anything. I don't need anything. And I ended up buying like another Artemis silver cord because I'm just standing in front. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to another one of these.
Yeah, which is I don't mind that. But I'm going to tell you right now, like having sheets, it does not help. People oftentimes will need to see what they want, and that's totally fine.
Yeah, a lot of people are new to it or don't know what they're talking about. They don't know them by name, all that stuff. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, totally.
But yes, Joe says they were doing this yesterday,
Yeah.
where they're checking out by scanning the barcodes now that they actually have on the packaging.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot faster. Yeah, a lot faster. So all good. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. But
here's a suggestion from Jonathan.
There you go.
One for exclusives, one for regular, and one just for the man in the $1 million suit.
Can I make a suggestion? If you show up in a Speedo, maybe they'll put you at the front of the line to get you the fuck out of there real quick.
Yeah, it's fast track out of here.
Right.
All right, yeah, just move him through. He's making it now. Please just move him through.
I won't lie to you. I love Legions Con because it's one of the 3 conventions per year now that I get to go and just attend for fun. So everybody's always like, hey man, you sticking around? I'm sticking around as long as possible because I get to just have fun. There's
it's great.
Unless there's like a deadline due around the same time, which hopefully there won't be. Normally I get to go to Legions Con and just actually hang out all day. Like all day. It was great.
I
know.
It's so much fun. You got a room booked? Will you hang out for the evening and the after hours festivities, or?
No, usually I just stick around all day and we just drive back home.
Yeah.
Because it's only like an hour away.
Yeah, that's the way to go. But it is fun at night, man. We have a good time at night.
The only reason I don't stay at night is because New Jersey smells after a certain time.
Well, we're not going out except to walk to Bonefish, and that's not happening this year anyway. So
why no Bonefish? Too far?
Yeah, it was literally the biggest restaurant outside the hotel that we was at last year, but it's at a different hotel this year. So it was the joke that everybody was going to Bonefish. So I'm sure there'll be something this year. But there's actually an Irish pub in the hotel this year, so that's going to be incredible.
Oh wow! Nobody's going home sober.
Hell no. Oh yeah.
Right.
No. Yeah, I know that's true. But let's look at all this stuff, man. Look at what comes with this thing for $37. Look at all these hands. It's crazy, man.
Well, I'm buying them just for the hands because he has all the hands I need.
Yeah.
See,
I mean, they have the night pack of hands that a lot of these are from, which I think are similar. I don't know if they're painted differently.
No, his is slightly different.
Has anyone scrutinized to make sure every one of these hands are the armored hands and not just a regular hand painted silver?
Lord Jesus. Hey,
wink, wink, wink.
You know it'd be really great to make everybody mad to be a terrible joke. How come we don't have a new Sir Arthur? Like, dude, I know it's coming. It's got to be coming somewhere down the line. I'm not even worried about it. I know it's coming.
Yeah, he looks great. I mean, everybody likes him as the Grail Knight and all that stuff.
Love those red wings, man. So cool.
Yeah, I never would have thought of that because I've only ever seen them on the 2.0 figures. So seeing those wings on this helmet is really cool.
Bucket. Yeah, it's really cool. And that's going to look nice. I mean, the color scheme right here is going to look great with the horse's armor.
Gold, red, and silver.
It's going to look really, really nice. Yeah, really sweet. So that's $37.
They're doing the over-the-shoulder belts that everybody's doing now. I'm here for it. Like I love.
I love them, man. I love all the belts that they got. Yeah, just quick. We'll take a look at this quickly. But these belt packs are the shit, man. These things are going to be amazing.
Are these over the shoulder? No, these are all waist one. Oh no, this is over the shoulder one.
This middle one is over the shoulder. This is over the shoulder. Well, this I guess could be waist
That's
or
belt.
over the shoulder.
That's belt.
That's belt. This is shoulder.
I bet
That's
you could get this
Artemis's
over a
belt.
shoulder, though. Yeah, this one is. Yeah, yep.
Okay.
But I mean, any of these
left.
things you can strap. Any of these things you can strap across the chest.
Yeah.
These you can't.
So
I still think there's a way you could use this for on the shoulders.
You would have to cut out this one part. You would have to cut out that one part to
maybe,
to
or
fit
it just
on a
sits there.
2.0.
As, yeah, I suppose.
Much
Yeah, I
better,
don't think. I guess it wouldn't work. Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, they're it's so cool that we're gonna get these.
Yep.
So many figures I want to upgrade with those.
You know why I get
For
sad
sure.
about stuff like the belt packs and hand packs? You never see
Yeah.
them at the conventions. Never. They're always
It's
gone.
interesting. You know, it's interesting. Steph and I went there yesterday or
Get on, Joe.
Saturday, and we realized they didn't have the head packs there. You know
That's
what I
what
mean?
I'm
They had
saying.
all
That's-
the stuff, but no head packs.
in my
Chubsy Wubsy,
head-
we went to Chubsy Wubsy's and he had the head packs, and we're like, you know what? Why didn't they have these there? I don't know.
In my
I have
head,
no
that's
idea.
the first thing I'm like, even if I don't pre-order the whole wave, I gotta buy the belts. It's gonna sound crazy, but because you won't see it at the conventions. I noticed that. You don't see hands and feet. and
They
you
did
don't
have
see
hand
accessories.
packs there. They did have hand
Okay,
packs there, but
okay.
not feet, and they didn't have the head pack, which is interesting.
See?
So this head pack coming up, you might want
See?
to not
And
want to skip
that's-
it because you may not get too many more
Hey,
chances.
First of all, I'm not trying to miss out. It's meatless man heads.
I know.
Actually,
I
it's
know.
meatless people. I gotta be neutral. It's meatless people.
That's right. That's true. Or animals, or whatever they are. What do you think about this guy, man? This.
First of all, you already know I'm a meatless connoisseur.
I
Like,
know. Which is
so
ironic, really.
So I plan on buying 12.
Wow.
I'm not even joking. I really do plan on buying 12. Because the barbarian heads, those new pieces right there are awesome. But more
Yeah.
importantly, that blue torso is
I
the
love
shit.
it.
Isn't that
I
great?
love this color.
Yeah.
This color is so cool, man. And you know
You
the
know how
pictures
many
don't do it
Viking
justice, of
things
course.
you can have for this. It's gonna be ridiculous.
But oh yeah.
And you have the other shoulder for the thing. I didn't even notice that before.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
you
yeah.
have the-
Yeah.
yeah.
You get the
Symmetrical look now.
Yep.
And that shield.
painted
that
up,
shield's
too.
So cool. Always
Painted up
too. You
really
get that
nice.
shield.
And I love
It's
this
funny.
mallet, this hammer, man. That's really cool.
Because I've had this guy painted up just because of that, right? And then you go and do this, and now I'm like, damn it. Well, we in there. It's funny because we speak about that over the shoulder one, but this guy has it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know you had so much fun with that mallet.
You mean trying to keep the arm up while he was holding it? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Why do you think the axe is hanging down? Because that arm
balance,
was like ready.
balance.
So two seconds after this shot was taken, it was on the ground. So,
No, but I'm
fun
here.
stuff.
Now, the skeleton raider though. This is the one
Oh,
I was
man.
like, this
I love
torso
this.
is dope.
So good.
You know how many people are gonna get stabbed through the torso with these things?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm like,
They're
this is
great, man.
Now I know I wanted 12 of that guy, but I want to aim for 24 of this guy. Y'all think I'm joking?
No, I don't think you're joking.
There's gonna be meatless people in every video for the next 7 months. I gotta get that money's worth.
And here's Spider-Man next to 12 skeletons.
You know what? Just because you said that, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Shout
get
me
12
out, man. That'd be great.
It's just gonna pop up at the end of the video. It's gonna be just him surrounded by skeletons for no reason.
This is for you.
Exactly.
I love the Storm collectible skeletons but they're a little, they're really great looking and they look like real human, proportionately. Like you could put muscle and skin on top of them and they would come out. These obviously are thick, but they look good. They look like the Harryhausen fantasy, and you can just, those are great. They're pretty sturdy too, and they do hold a pose. But I think you're going to be able to get this into a lot more.
So the Storm
crazy
ones I
poses.
use when I want to get ridiculous with poses.
Yeah,
But
like
I
a
feel
Spider-Man.
with these guys, yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
with these guys, I feel like if I wanted to like add like the pulpness to it, like the aura bring into a photo, I would use these.
Yeah. These guys are going to be great swinging and all that stuff. They're
I just
awesome,
noticed
man.
the meatless man gauntlets.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So check this out. Like he's got a wrist. You can either put the wrists or the gauntlets or one of each or
Yeah, definitely doing 24 this guy.
yeah. Look at all the hands too, man. The hands are crazy.
Yeah, you're getting a hand pack in the figure.
Yeah,
This
each figure
really
comes with a hand pack.
Now the skeleton raider, is he 37 or is he 25?
37.
Well, because 37, because he's painted up a little bit more
I don't mind
detailed
that.
than
That means
the
out the gate I can only get
builders.
like 8. That's
Yeah.
all. I just gotta get my money right, which means I'm about to be on a selling spree.
Yeah, there's no real builders here, like our regular Legion builders that aren't painted up. But I'm okay with that. I wouldn't want to see this too basic. I don't know. I'd rather pay the extra money and get this.
I won't lie to you.
Up.
So that's my thing, right? I don't mind a basic figure because I like changing things on figures. I don't mind that kind of stuff at all. But if you're gonna do the painting for me, something I don't know how to do, I'm totally fine with that too. You've done the paint job already. You've paid for it. Cool. You know what that means? I give you money. You give me the goods and services. I'm happy.
Exactly.
So I'm happy.
Yeah. It's great, man. This was my favorite, and I don't know if I had gotten our next guy before I had shot this one, and I felt this was going to be my favorite of the entire wave. But it turned out that this other guy is my favorite in the entire wave. I'm going to pause though. I'm going to jump over to our giveaway tool because we got 107 people in this right now.
Gang.
There's 150 people in here right now. Hit the like, and if you have not put #50, just put it in once because it's only going to count once. We're giving away the 2-pack, the Gorgo and Attila 2-pack, shipped to anywhere in the world. So #50. I'm going to give everybody about 20 seconds. Anybody who's in here, just pop it in.
Me, #50.
Pull this down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna test this theory that if you're the last one in, you get a better chance of winning this thing. I don't know. It's very strange.
Oh shit!
All right, here we go. 120 people out of 150. That's good. Let's go. Boom.
All right. So Jinbros, Futuretic, Cloud.
Oh,
birthday,
dude! Oh my God! Happy birthday! Oh my God! He's gonna be ecstatic.
Birthday boy one.
You got your faction. Whatever. Find emotion. Wow, dude, that is Alan. That's awesome, man. I'm very happy for you. That's fantastic. That's great.
Alan won on his birthday. That's cosmic.
On his birthday. That is kismet, man. That's kismet for sure. And I don't know if he's gotten this yet. I don't know if he's reviewed this. I don't know if he got it.
Well, now
you still here, Alan? You still awake? He's a vampire. He's still awake.
Yeah, I was just
Alan
gonna say,
always awake at night.
Yeah, he's always awake.
like if they have to sign for this, make sure it arrives at like 3:30 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Leave them very specific instructions. Please deliver only at night. He's a vampire.
You don't want to send it overnight. You want to send it only at night.
Right.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man. Holy crap.
Fun. Yeah, he's here. Cool.
Isn't that great? That's great,
course.
man.
Of course, Alan was awake. We knew this.
Of course. There you go, buddy. I didn't even have to sing to you. I just gave you just I didn't that wasn't fixed.
It's funny.
No, we all watched it in real time, so it's okay.
Exactly. But that's awesome. That's great. Congratulations, man. All right, so Darais, the first risen.
Yes.
I called him Thor in my
could have hit a little return there and whatever. My thoraces.
Yep. Thor in my ass.
Yeah, as soon as I opened this guy, and I think he came like a little late after the other ones, and I was like, okay, you win.
Yeah,
you win.
So is that his father or his sister on the ship?
Mother.
That is his mother, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. He's the oldest of the 6 children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, just unbelievable.
Or father. Necronominus is a guy.
Oh yeah, that's his father. Yeah.
So here's my thing, right? And I find this very funny about his children. Were they alive at some point, and then he decided to kill them, or did he just fully grow up their bodies?
Well, I mean, I think he creates things from the dead, so I'm thinking like maybe he like put them together or
raises them.
Yeah, he was like, you know what? You're a new person now. Your old life.
Exactly.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. These are the kind of things I worry about in lore because I like to use this kind of stuff.
Yeah. But I was a little kind of disappointed that he's taking over for Morgulith only because, we had
I don't think
a couple
it's a permanent takeover. Maybe it's going to be an inner war.
Yeah, I think it's
maybe we'll get a Morgulith 2.0 that will be, you know, she's taking it back
it's
or
gonna,
something.
Yeah, lead to a whole other cool side story or something.
Yeah.
What
it's
if
gonna be an
started doing
awkward
whole
Thanksgiving
side
for
story
these
stuff?
guys.
Just side story. They're just like, you know what? We mentioned this thing 2 waves ago. Here's a little side story of 3 figures. That's it. And then everybody's happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Soft
he's
goods,
incredible,
amazing.
man. The soft goods are incredible.
Love the color scheme.
That color scheme reminds me of something. I just can't remember what it is.
He's the biggest. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is like
Monty
green.
Python
This is
with it.
Green Goblin right here.
Yeah.
You got your orange and green, but I don't know. Oh, Monty Python.
Yeah, it feels very Monty Python. I can't remember
Monty
who.
Python character.
But,
in the Holy Grail.
I'm not
I don't
sure
know.
if it was Holy Grail or a different one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This
But I'm
thing
here
is awesome. I pulled it out of the pack, and of course, like these little spindly things had broken on the way over. I'm like, oh my god,
Jesus.
here we go, right off the bat. He was a nightmare to shoot, but he is awesome looking. And you get the banners. Now these banners, this is something that actually was in a discussion. Eric and I think Jeremy and I were talking about, like, because I hadn't had the banners. I didn't have the plastic banners that they came out with a long time ago. At the time, I did pick some up in the meantime, but I'm like, man, it'd be great to reissue those banners. You know what I mean? And now they're kind of doing them, but they're cloth goods, man, which is even better.
Different shapes, which is
But it shows you just how far we've come. Like I
know.
tell people, like, what you did 10 years ago is not what you're doing now. That's always a good thing.
Yep, absolutely.
Because you got to go further.
Yeah.
So maybe they were raised from the same grave. Maybe they were buried together, and that's why they're twins.
That makes sense.
Good theory. Good theory. I like that. Thank
That's
you,
a good
Curtis,
one.
for the $4.99. That was a good question.
That's a good one. That would make them twins because they were rose at the same time. But
I
not
missed that.
actually.
So they're two twins. So is there a necro baby mama? I don't know. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's probably that they were twins, or he raised them at the same time.
Right.
You know,
adjacent
Yeah.
graves, or
they were siblings in
something.
life, or something like that. So who knows?
They killed each other in battle, and they were raised up.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would
They
be
were
great. Like I'm kind of thinking of what's his name as being like kind of like I mean, it's kind of cliche, but Barodoc being like that big kind of, you know, he's out of
Big
control, but she's the one that can control him. Like she's the kind of the smart one and who can nobody else can really control him and calm, kind of like the Hulk and Black Widow. You know, the sun's going down, big guy. You know, that kind of thing.
You know what's funny? I was looking at it the other way around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
That's
she's
cool.
the out of control one, and he's the cool headed one.
All right, that's even cooler. Yeah, it's probably more interesting that way. It's a little trite.
Because everyone thinks he's the scary, terrifying one. Meanwhile, he's like the methodical.
He's pussycat.
Yeah, methodical.
She should ride on his
one.
back. She should ride on his back, Master Blaster style.
Yeah,
She can't
run
relate to
town.
people, you know, because she controls all the creatures and animals and stuff. So
that's right.
Yeah. So she should definitely ride on his back then, as she summon animals.
Or maybe he really has a bad smell, which is why she let her nose fall off. That's possible.
That's actually a good one too.
This I did not see coming, and I don't think anybody else did either, man. It's
maybe a head pack, but not this kind of head pack.
Yeah, this is freaking awesome, man. This is really cool.
gotta
And everybody's nuts over the little meat head neck piece.
I'm telling you,
That's
man.
great.
Sometimes you want to decapitate people properly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But the zombie heads is where it's at, though. They like
Hell
they
yeah.
semi-meatless. They get in there because they dehydrated. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
This stuff on the Torpiculi is going to be nuts,
Amazing.
man. Just nuts.
My
Like this
problem is,
thing.
and this is why I love you, Trevor, because you could photograph this so well. Little details like this, I feel like I cannot capture well, and I've been working on that kind of stuff, which is the last 2 years
really?
I spent working on portraits. I feel like my
Mhm.
portrait game is not strong, but my silhouette game is great. But I've been working
Yes.
for years on my portraits.
Well, your action is like your posing is like
top.
top notch, man. And then like your action shots, like you're doing something simple And I know you're shooting a lot of stuff for the end of these videos and stuff, especially with your reviews. Maybe the Mezco, I know you take a lot of time on, but and those look incredible. But like even the end shots, I've just watched, because I watch all the way through, and I'm like, that's actually my favorite part. I have to say.
Yeah, I love that. I love the song. I love the photos.
Yeah, the song, and then
I tell people all the time that's my favorite part too. But like the size comparison is where I get most of my ideas because I'll go, well, here's a bat, and here's Kamen Rider, and then in the back of my mind I'm like, I'm gonna make you two fight, and then that's how I come up with it.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, those poses are always just so cool and dynamic, man.
Yeah.
So,
dude,
where you got to work on this, I got to work on that a little bit on myself. So,
just help each other out.
We all got to work on something, man. You know what I mean? Like, if you were perfect all the time, what would you do?
Just your end shot to all your videos, the walk off pose. That's so perfect. I love that too.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about recreating that one because I love that photo so much. But I'm like, it's already perfect. How can I do something better?
Dude, it's your signature, man. It's perfect.
It's classic.
I don't think I'm gonna change it. I'll probably redo a new one for the anniversary because my YouTube anniversary is coming up in August.
Oh, nice.
So I'm probably gonna do just a new photo, but I'm not gonna change it.
Nice.
Yeah, if you are, I don't know who you are, but like if you are not following D, I mean,
no, it's okay. I tell people all the time they don't have to follow me. I really do mean that.
No, they do.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue.
It's my show, and I'm saying they do. You can tell them whatever you want, but this is get over here, D__ amazing, and that's how you search, or you can just really search D.
You can just put the amazing name on YouTube. It's Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't have the amazing name. Like somebody else took it years before I did.
Yeah, somebody took the 1/6 shooter without the underscore on me too, and now I can't switch everything because everything everywhere is underscore shooter. So I just
it's a little confusing for me, but I hate it.
It sucks. I know. But yeah, get over there and follow him. I mean, amazing reviews. And every once in a while, you got to start doing some more lives, man, because I really do miss the lives. The lives were fun.
I am trying to do more lives. It's difficult. Okay, I'm sorry.
I know.
Also, I want to get a nice, clear setup because I feel like people don't see the details that I try to show them.
Yeah,
and it's hard to do on like my MacBook's camera. So I'm gonna get a separate camera to like show everybody everything because I finally got enough space to where I could like show everybody everything,
but not the stuff the kid can't see.
Problem. Not yet. No.
Steph,
dude.
Man, cheers to 50. Man, Steph and I always make the treks out to Jersey, man. It's so much fun hanging out with him.
I love Steph.
And Brian driving out there, man. It's great. He's awesome. One of the pinnacles of the community.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Steph doesn't get Steph credit, but Steph likes to be low key. That's his problem.
Steph is a talented motherfucker, man, and he is low key, and he's always very supportive of everybody else and stuff.
So damn generous too, man.
Yeah,
great,
good dude.
We got to fight Steph to get him to do stuff. Watch, that's what we got to do. He knows it too. I'll get him.
And the bone wings, we got the bone wings, so we can take a look at that.
I like these bone wings. I'm glad we're getting another set of bone wings because the first ones are like
they are
like
huge.
Orangey bony, and these are more like marrow bony. If you know what I mean.
I just can't wait to play with articulation on them because they're supposed to like wrap around,
Yeah, the articulation is crazy, man. Yeah,
like they so it's like a bendy wire,
jointed. Yep,
jointed. Yeah,
some of them are jointed. Yep.
Oh, that's actually outstanding.
Yeah. All in all, I mean, this wave has, like I said it on the after show. They said it wasn't going to be, Jeremy said it's not going to be like cast-offs from Necronominus, and it is not, man. It is. This is. There are some things in here that like make me think, is this better than Necronominus? But then the skeleton horse. I mean, I just go the skeleton horse. Man.
I'll be honest. It's
just
the
new shiny thing
announced has me like messed up because I'm like, I didn't pre-order a lot of this stuff, and the first thing I'm thinking to myself is, there won't be enough of this made, and I'm like, I'm having real FOMO.
Yeah,
because it's all like my favorite stuff. It's meatless people. It's knights killing meatless people. Like, you can't go wrong with this stuff.
That's fantasy, man.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. I want to take 1 second here before we wrap this all up, and it is getting late, to jump over to one more video from the boys over at Lawsuit Pending, Legion's Lair.
Lawsuit Pending.
Okay, guys, it's Mike and Brad here from the Legion's Lair, and we are here to congratulate the Legion's Lounge on 50 episodes, baby.
That is right. Listen here, I'm going to talk about all of you. Trevor, are you there, Trevor? Am I saying it right? Listen here, Trevor. You look like Bruce Willis. I love looking at your little bald head every other Monday. But listen here, Trevor. I love what you do. I love everything that you do. But there's one thing that pisses me off. It's when the 4 Horsemen, they send you these amazing figures, like the damn Monkey King early, and they don't send me any damn Monkey Kings, and it pisses me off. But you wanna know what? Have you ever been to the Playboy Mansion? You ever been to the Honeys? You ever been to the Honeys in the Guado? No, you haven't. No, you haven't, Trevor. No, you haven't. But Billy, you having problems, Billy? You having problems getting those 2.0 figures out? You don't need to heat them up, Billy. You heat those muscles up, Billy. You get the chopper, Billy, and you pop them and swap them. And then listen here, Nate. Wealthy Nate, I'm coming up to Michigan. I want the red carpets. I want to be lavished with all your goodies. I want all the maids to just wait at hand and feed with me. I want to bring my donkeys and my little ponies, and you will feed them as well. It'll be great. I love it. And I want you to take pictures of me looking at Conan riding on the horses out there on the Michigan levels, but on the plains. But you know what, for real, I love you guys. Everything is great. 50 episodes. I think I'll be on it. I think I'll be on the 50 episodes. Mike will be there on 50 episodes. Congratulations. We love you guys. We can't wait to kick it with you.
Oh man,
it never gets old. It just never gets old.
That was
You'd think
my
it
first
would,
time-
but it doesn't.
That was my first time hearing that, and I was losing it in the background at first because I was like, I didn't expect this at all.
Oh yeah. Well, if you got to watch the show, man, because it's funny. They have a good time over there. Those guys are great. And what I like about that is like we've all got kind of there's a lot of shows, but those guys talk with the community, like people just that are in the cabal and stuff like that, collectors. They get a little more deep with that kind of stuff, and they have their top 5 and their worst 5 and all that stuff, and it's great, man. And they're funny as hell. Yeah.
Yeah,
not boring like us. Boring.
Right.
No, I'm
I saw a meme today. It was like this Predator. It was like sitting on a log or something like that. And he's like, "No one asked me to get to the chopper." Like, I just totally read that in my mind in Brad's impression.
Brad's voice, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Greg, I know. Sir Duck's check. I know. It's the better wave. It's just by a little bit.
There's a little bit of bias coming from Greg.
Exactly.
By the way, I highly recommend the Arnold documentary. I think it's on Netflix.
Oh, I heard that.
Oh, it's really
awesome.
good. It's
really good.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Even his new show Fubar is pretty good.
I haven't seen.
I heard that too. Yeah, the one he's actually in. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he can actually act. It's just funny because it's like
it's that accent, man. It's that accent.
Yeah,
like you can't get away from it.
You can't.
Like
really
Twins,
good,
man.
though.
It was like it's crazy.
Twins is still my favorite movie. I hope they do the sequel.
So, Dee, before we wrap up and let you go, I do want to ask you where the whole drink your water kind of sign off and mantra and how long you've been doing it, where'd it come from. I think it's super fun and cool. So just what's the origin?
Well, one, you should be drinking water, and I'm just here to remind you. But
daily, I have like 8 of these seriously daily. My bladder is working overtime, man. It's crazy.
But your bladder's gonna be good though, because when you don't have anything, your body now knows. You might want to cut it down to like 6 though, but it depends on your cholesterol, really. But the do good and be good part came from my grandmother. She always told me,
Love
you
that.
know, if you can't do good if you're not trying to be good, right? It's that simple. But if you're reminding people, sometimes you got to remind people. It's like one of those things. And I used to have another sign off. If you go way back older in the videos, I used to tell people, keep your hearts full, but your wallet's empty. You don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about being an asshole if you ain't got no money. Because most people that don't have it actually give away with their hearts. It keeps their heart full. But I stopped using that because some people got really weird about it. So I was like, And then I got a reminder, like, you know what? People should be good and do good. And then it just came up to one day, and I just decided I'm gonna keep using it. It worked out.
Yeah.
I really just like water though, so I just decided to add.
Love it, man. That's
iced
great.
tea at all? Like unsweetened iced tea? No, just water. Just water.
Flavored
Flavored water?
Tea is horrible. Unsweetened iced tea is
No.
horrible.
No, it's not.
Horrible.
Oh,
You might as well just have regular tea,
Well,
which is
it's
way
been nice
better.
having you on, D. But no, I'm just kidding. No. Yeah, I know. It's dirty water. You may as well just have water. I know.
Well, no,
I don't
dirty
like that
water is
flavored
horrible.
water.
Tea is actually spectacular. I love tea, but
yeah,
the reason why I try to remind people to drink water is because you realize you do so much in a day, you forget to do just basic.
Yeah.
things.
It's a good way
So
to stop and just actually
yeah,
think about
it's
something.
just a good
else.
way to try to remind you, like, hey, drink a little bit more water, especially in these summer months. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, right on.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Joe Gonsalves, nice man. Go ahead, Nate.
I was just gonna say, well, yeah, didn't want to end the show without contributing to the shipping fund. Congrats on 50 guys. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, man.
Awesome. And yeah, I'll repeat again. Go watch Joe on the Sunday
Just
night.
Shelve It.
Just Shelve It. It was a great
Last night.
episode.
He's awesome.
Articulated Times.
Oh man, thank you, man.
Steve, truly thank you
thank
guys
you.
for all you do. D, you inspired me to start shooting my toys. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, Articulated Time. I think he's been a pretty recent addition to the Myth and Fantasy Toy Pick. We just posted last night / this morning. So he's doing some good stuff. And a really nice guy. So thank you, Steve. And happy 50th from someone who
Thank you,
else
Alberto.
wants to, Alberto, right. I'm glad you knew that off the top of your head because I was not going to try and say that.
So there's a couple of
Noir Kaiser effects.
Okay. Very
So
good.
there's
Thank you.
a couple of things. Like Pablo's like, why won't I enjoy unsweetened tea? First of all, unsweetened tea is garbage. So terrible. And if you actually make good tea, here's the thing. If you
I make
actually
good
make
tea,
good
man.
tea, you don't have to sweeten it.
No,
Period.
no. That's
There
what
we
I
go.
mean. I make good
Unsweetened
cold
tea.
tea. It's
I'm
unsweetened.
okay with that,
iced
but you
tea.
can't call it unsweetened tea because that's actually a thing where they strip the flavor from tea. Don't do that.
No. I mean, like I put tea bags in and then I chill it, man. It's
So you're
like
just having tea. That's just tea. That's it. Just tea.
but it's cold tea.
No, tea is
say
tea.
cold.
Doesn't matter what temperature it is.
Well, I think the English would argue that, but we'll ask the
are
boys from
English for a
Euro
reason.
Legions.
The English are English for a reason. All right. Tea is tea.
I did want to just.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I did want to call out the super chats, superstars: Eduardo De Jesus, Rob Zamora, Kevin Dufresne, T. Belay, Jacob Forna, Recon Rage, who you just had on your show, Bill, last week, right?
Yep.
Recon.
Yeah,
Joe
Recon,
Gonsalves.
Blake.
Yep, Blake. Jade Russo, Curtis, and/or Ackerman, which is going to be your name from now on. Scott Baker, the McCoys. I don't know if those are the real ones or not, but Kevin Boots and Alberto again. Noir Kaiser effects from the last couple of weeks. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody who's contributed tonight. Brick, thank you, man. Congrats on 50 and fantastic to have Dev D in the con. Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you, Scott Baker again. Oh, dude, thank you very much. Congrats on 50. Here's 50 more.
Thank you, Scott. Thanks, Brick.
Appreciate it. I appreciate everybody showing up tonight, man. This is great. I mean,
It was a lot of fun.
you come
Hey,
to CD, you stay
dude.
around for us, but you go out. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say a quick shout out to you, Trevor, for putting this all together, starting it, doing all the work behind the scenes. Thank you, brother. Love you. This has been
Thanks, man.
awesome.
So
you
much
guys.
work you put into this show, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you guys show up every time to to do this, man. So it's great.
Oh man, I look forward
And
to
that's
it
why I
every
said the
time.
500 more. They
Yeah,
showed up.
absolutely.
Homies help homies.
Right
That's
on.
right. You didn't get to see this one last time, Nate. I don't know if you watched the show. Did you see it? That was a
Loved
new
it.
one.
Very funny.
New little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, dude, it pains me when I have to miss an episode. Trust me. So
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it was literally paining you because you weren't feeling well. So
Yeah.
But I think that's a show, guys. Oh, we got one more. Christopher McCall. Yeah. $4.99. He's the reason I'm into Mythics. Help me out
Nice.
during some dark times with this radiant pot. See, that's awesome, man.
Yep.
There you go.
Very
Right there.
cool.
That's it.
I'm glad I can help you, man.
You got to think about like there was some discussion about positivity and negativity and stuff on the cabal, and you got to think about how things affect people, how they're going to take it. It's very hard to, even in person, like especially writing stuff on the internet, but even when you're doing these reviews, you're behind the camera, your face isn't out there, they don't see your expression or anything like that, but you just keep it light. You keep the words positive, even if you're negative on the figure. You know what I mean? Like, you find something good to say about it and then move on.
Well, yeah,
but it's always good, man.
You
You never know who you're inspiring or bringing down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like doing that. It's not one of those things where my grandmother taught me something very spectacular, and it holds up till today. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
My mom said that all the time too.
And then
scrolling is the new.
Then even if it's one of those things where you have to say something not nice, you should still be respectful.
Yeah.
You don't have to be disrespectful, and I think that's where people kind of lose it. Like, I can tell you about the tea thing. Tea is tea, but that's my opinion. You took it in a way where I was like, but no, I'm just using that as an example.
I don't care.
But it's not. No, I know. But it's not like it's one of those things. I was like, yo, the way you make tea is, fucking crazy and stupid.
Oh,
and
no.
But you see that's how people are nowadays.
Yes, yeah.
They're insulting each other for a difference of opinion.
You can take
instead of
offense
actually
to
discussing
things.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like,
I mean, it's like, I think about it like the internet. It's like, you shouldn't, if it's not something you would walk up to somebody at a party and say, like, you're not, we're all in this group here, man, like, or that group or whatever, or on this chat or whatever. Like, let's just,
and not to mention the stuff we're all talking about, gang, our toys.
Exactly. I was going to say that. Because here's the other thing. The internet only amplifies how you're already feeling. So if you're not in a good mood, or if you're in a bad mood, log out. It only amplifies whatever it is you're feeling. Because it's only going to show you what you want to see at that time. How many times you logged in on a bad day and only got bad news?
Yeah, exactly. That's good advice. Definitely.
Wise.
It's either my wife drinks cold tea. It hurts my British lineage. There you go. It's a British. But I'm British, and I like cold tea better than hot tea, man. I don't like hot tea. Not my thing. Unless I'm sick.
I don't like cold tea at all.
Yeah. For sure.
I like tea. Period. I like tea.
Hey, you going to PowerCon? You're not going to PowerCon, are you?
I am going to PowerCon.
Oh, nice. We're hanging out at PowerCon. Awesome.
As of yesterday, I'll officially be going to PowerCon.
Right on.
Sweet.
I finally secured the hotel. That was the biggest thing.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you going to drive with us?
No, I'm flying. I have to fly because I'm doing a 4-convention run. This is usually my summer, which is why I'm never home.
Gotcha.
San Diego Comic-Con.
Wow.
Otakon. Convention back home in New York. And then the next week is PowerCon. So I get to be home for at least 6 days over the course of 40 days.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it'd be fun if you drove with us, but I understand why you're not going to do that.
I mean, it's only.
I would have brought some iced tea, man. If
I'm here for it. What flavor though? What flavor? That's important.
Peach. How about peach? Let's say peach.
I'm okay with peach.
All right, cool.
Okay.
D.
But, when y'all
this is
drive,
awesome, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
How long does it take?
I think it's gonna be like 8 hours.
That's not terrible. I dropped to Atlanta.
No.
So.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Nothing.
No, it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. So
But
it's fun. Steph and I will talk about shit till.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I'm flying is because I'll be exhausted from being away from home for 30 days. So.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. I hear you. We may end up flying too. Who knows? I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
We're all like, we're driving, but then who knows? I don't know. We'll see. Dude, thank you very much for coming on the show. I've wanted to have you on for a while. This is fun. I want to have you on another. I have this articulator show, which I've been trying to get back to. I keep saying this every time. I'm not going to say it anymore.
Pick
but I
the
want to
time, and we'll make it work. Bill always hits me up, and when Bill be like, "Can I come on?" I'll be like, "Just pick the time, and we'll make it work."
Definitely.
Whenever you guys want me, and I got the free time, you will have me.
What do you got coming up? I'll let you say. What do you got coming up?
I got stuff coming up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Keep your eye. You know where to keep your eye on. Things are.
All that social media stuff.
Things are happening in Mezco. We might see. Who knows? Just keep an eye on it.
Hey, you know what's funny? My Magneto video was supposed to go up an hour ago, but I've been here with y'all, so it'll go up right after this.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Nice.
So you get the MyFX Magneto.
So look for that. Go ahead.
No, you'll get that, and then it's like, and then bats. You'll get bats probably Wednesday.
Oh, really?
Okay. I just got to finish these photos. I was ordering some more of this stuff because I don't know how to make a real snow dial because I can't build nothing. I'm terrible.
I got tips for you for snow, man. If you want.
Please do. Yeah. Message me.
Hit me up.
Well, not tonight. Everybody take a rest tonight, but
yeah, we'll talk later. Thank you everybody, man, for showing up for this. This was great. We had like 150 people in here at one point. Happy birthday and congratulations to Mr. Allen. That was just like kismet and beautiful and good to see. So we will see you probably. Oh, Bill, what you got? Your show coming up Thursday? What do you got? You got anything coming up on?
Yes. We should have a
The door clear
podcast episode this Thursday. Okay. I know Larry can't make it. There's maybe a slight chance that it might not happen, but most likely we'll do it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, door clear. That was a great episode last week too.
Yeah, really good.
Go check that out because they did a deep dive on All-Star 6-2, a little more deep than we did here. So go check that out. And if you're not subscribed there, what are you doing with your life? Nate, you had a great shot. I wanted to get to Legions Lounge art. I put it up there and we didn't get to it, but let me see if I can just pull up your
it's not just me, but hashtags have not been picking that up on a lot of people that I've been seeing and using it, including myself. Yeah. But other people, it's working great for them. Yeah. Last week, I didn't have hashtags working at all. And I threw an indie shot, and all of a sudden my hashtags were back up where they normally were. I'm like, awesome. So I started posting a bunch of pictures. Nothing.
Really?
Way down. Hashtags aren't being used anymore. So it's like, whatever.
On Instagram?
Oh, dude.
Oh, so here's the trick, right? And this algorithm sucks. So the trick is that IG changes it every 3 months. If you're going to use hashtag, never use more than 5. And then any 5 you use, don't use the same 5 more than 5 times. Because then you're cutting yourself off. Even when you tag a ton of people like this now, they're flagging that stuff as spam.
Well, this is our collab that we do, so we all kind of...
You should tag them in the photo then. Because that's a lot easier. Whereas if you tag them in the comments, it'll be flagged.
Okay, good to know.
Interesting.
Okay,
interesting. That's good to know. I didn't know that one. I knew the hashtags one, but I didn't know the tag. I don't tag a lot of people anyway, so.
Well, usually y'all are better than me. Y'all use hashtags. I think that's why people don't know who I am, and I'm okay with that. No,
I cut down on the hashtags though because of that. I heard the same thing. It's like they're not prioritizing hashtags anymore, and they're kind of like killing them if you put too many in there.
Yeah,
and especially if they're not relevant to whatever you're putting in.
Well, yeah, so. I did a Into the Spider-Verse one, Miles and Spider-Man and all. You'd think it'd hit big, it totally didn't do squat. So
yeah.
That's because you trained your audience to like Legions. That's how my stuff's been for like a year now. If I don't post Legions, nothing gets any likes. If I post Legions or Cosmic Legions especially, have been just crazy for me.
So Bill, you know what the trick is to get yours back when you post other stuff? You post a Legion in the morning and post what you really want right at lunchtime.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah, I know. I was putting out the AWOC stuff, and it did okay, but it's if there's no hashtag Mythic Legions or Mythic Legions mentioned in there for Horsemen or something, it just doesn't.
You know what though?
And that's just a smaller audience.
Yeah. I gotta be like me. Just stop caring. It'll get way better.
Oh, I don't care anymore.
Oh yeah,
I gave up.
I really don't.
I gave up caring like 2 years ago, man. I really don't care. I leave my numbers up too. I know a lot of people put the and others and I'm like, fuck, I don't care.
I don't know how to do that.
Same.
I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah, it's in the settings somewhere. I could care less. But this is a beautiful shot, Nate. I wanted to show this, man. This is really, really hot. I love this. Love the storytelling here, and
this makes me want to get more horses.
Composition.
You sold me on more horses.
Good right here.
Well, I really love your focus on the helmet, and not on Attila. It's really that's what's happening. He's handing the helmet to him. That's good. Good stuff there, man.
Cool. Thanks. Yeah, I'm glad I led with that one too. Thank you.
I love the focal on this.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, that's a show. Where are we? There we go. There we are. Thank you very much. Thanks to D. Thanks for everybody for the super chats. Again, congratulations, Mr. Allen. Thank you all the other shows. Legions Lounge or the Legions Lounge. See, I did Legions Lair. My wife is going to kill me. Saturday Day Live on the Hedgehog Action channel. Jesse and Curtis from Just Shelve It, and the Euro Legion boys, John Malcolm Rich.
Yeah, and my wife's going to kill me. Did you say those guys? Yeah.
Yep, I got my wife is going to kill me.
Yeah, those are hilarious. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I appreciate the time it took to make those things because I know it's not. I've been asked to do that stuff, and it's not. You say yes, and then you go, "Oh fuck, I got to do this thing." So the fact that they all came through, I really appreciate.
They're great.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks, unless something incredible pops up in the meantime. We'll see, but that should be us in a couple of weeks.
Awesome.
Take care. Good night.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Good luck,
everyone.